far from harbor, you may ride across the bar, right in the corner where you are.
Ah! Ellie! Ellie! Come get this thing out of here!
Granny, don't yell like that. You'll scare Daisy.
And don't call her Daisy. I don't want no buzzard named after me.
Oh, Granny, she likes you. Ain't you noticed how she keeps watching you?
At my age, it ain't no treat to have a buzzard watching you. Here, take these to the kitchen and commence ironing.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, Daisy.
Not her. I don't allow no scavenger in my kitchen.
Well, what about...
That's different. Jethro is family.
Hey there, Mr. Drysdale. Fanny, Ellie Mae, Mr. Drysdale, Miss Jean is here to see you.
Jed, will you tell your daughter to get rid of that big, ugly bird? It makes me nervous.
But, Granny...
We'll talk about that later. Mr. Drysdale says this is real important and can't wait.
Quite true, quite true. Oh, please sit down, everybody. I have an announcement of historical importance to make. Mr. Clampett, members of your esteemed family, at the opening of business this morning, precisely 10 o'clock Pacific Daylight Savings Time, your balance in my bank reached the unprecedented figure of $80 million. Granny, I'm hungry.
Mr. Drysdale's fixing to make an important announcement.
Yeah, I just made it. You have $80 million.
Oh.
Well, now, here's the really good news. In keeping with my policy of generosity, I have a free gift for you.
Mr. Drysdale, you don't have to.
No. It's a tradition with my bank. Every depositor whose balance reaches $80 million is automatically eligible. Please, Miss Hathaway.
Not going through with this farce.
The gift, please, Miss Hathaway. This is no time to think of expense. With my compliments.
Well, doggies, would you look at that? What is it?
It's a genuine imported Oriental magic music maker.
Huh? Dog! Japanese transistor radio.
All it needs is a battery.
I'll get one.
Mr. Drysdale, you didn't have to get us that.
Tut! It's the least I can do.
Very least.
Well, you done all the work taking care of our money. Seems like we ought to give you a present.
I got just the thing for him. You like big birds, Mr. Drysdale?
I ain't giving him Daisy.
Granny, that's a mighty poor reward for all Mr. Drysdale done. Taking care of our money for 6 years must have been a mighty heavy burden.
Well, I can't deny that it has cost me many sleepless nights. Spun a few silver threads among the gold, added lines to a once youthful face, and caused a slight tremor to a once steady hand.
Hope you ain't going to be sick.
I wish I could say the same. Come along, silver-haired daddy. Time your nap.
What do you mean, nap? I didn't build this man a fortune by sleeping. Semper paratus, always ready. Others may work from sun to sun, but bankers' work is never done.
Mr. Drysdale, you take it easy. Don't overdo it.
My advice exactly.
What better way to go? I regret that I have but one life to give to my largest depositor.
All right, Nathan.
And when that big bank in the sky calls my final loan, let my epitaph read, he never met a millionaire he didn't like.
Yes, it seems a sensible thing to do is to take the $80 million and bury it in the backyard.
Get awful moldy.
How can it?
Penny, I still don't think it's a good idea to put money in the ground.
It's better than putting Mr. Drysdale there.
Something wrong with Mr. Drysdale?
Yeah, Jethro. Poor man has wore himself to a frazzle worrying about my money.
And we's trying to figure what to do with it.
I can tell you what to do with it. You can give it to England.
England?
They hurting for money?
They so bad off, they done sold their queen.
No.
Sold their queen?
Yes, sir. I heard it on Mr. Drysdale's radio. The city of Philadelphia
has bought Queen Elizabeth and is fixing to tie her to the dock for a tourist attraction.
I can't believe it.
You greening us, boy?
No, sir. I heard it.
Turn that thing on again.
News is over now. Can't get but one station.
Seems to me, if England was in that much trouble, we'd have heard something from them folks in our castle.
Let's have Jethro write him. Get the story firsthand.
I can beat that. Hello, operator. This is Sir Jethro de Bodine, head varlet to the Earl of Clampett. Put me through to our castle in England.
Ask for Major Domo.
Yeah, England. Word has reached our royal ears that the rabble has hawked the Queen. We might have to come over there and flog a bunch of them rascals.
I'll handle it, boy. Yes, ma'am. That's Clampett Castle in Kent, England. What is it they say over there instead of howdy?
Faversham.
Yeah, that's it.
Would you hold on a minute, please? Oh, Mr. Faversham, sir. I think you'd better take this call. It's from the United States.
Yes?
This is Jed Clampett speaking. Is that you, Mr. Domo?
Faversham, sir. Faversham.
Well, Faversham to you.
Faversham, Mr. Domo.
Yeah, I was, Granny. Listen, Major, we're just wondering how everybody's getting along over there.
Oh, quite well, sir, thank you. Considering the fact we're running the castle with a skeleton staff.
They got trouble, all right. Their servants is down to skin and bone.
We don't care nothing about them oafs and serfs. How much did Philadelphia give you for the Queen?
I hope you'll excuse Jethro. He heard some wild story about selling Queen Elizabeth to Philadelphia. I reckon ain't no truth to it.
Well, yes, sir. As a matter of fact, we've sold both our queens.
Don't say.
What is it, Jed?
They done sold Queen Mary to Long Beach.
It's a revolution, right? The rabble has rose up and is getting rid of royalty. Dukes and earls is next, and that's us.
Jethro.
We got to rally around the Queen and put down this uprising. To arms! To arms!
Mr. Clampett, sir. Mr. Clampett.
Yes?
I heard Master Jethro's outburst. It's only Her Majesty's ships that have been sold.
Oh. Well, things ain't quite as bad as we thought, but it's hurting for money, all right. The Queen sold her Navy. Well, don't let her sell nothing else. Maybe things will get... What's that? You done sold London Bridge, too?
Poor woman, Jed. We've got to help her.
Well, I got a feeling things is going to pick up. I hope the Queen still got her health.
Oh, yes, indeed, sir. And Her Majesty is spending this week at the Royal Preserves.
I see. Well, maybe we'll be paying you a visit soon, Mr. Domo.
Faversham, sir.
Faversham to you. You know, two ways about it, Granny. Things is rough. You know what the Queen is spending this week doing?
What?
Putting up preserves.
There ain't no time to lose, Jed. You gotta take your money out of the bank and head for England.
Yep, looks like we can save Mr. Drysdale and the Queen at the same time.
Chief, the guard just called and said Granny and Mr. Clampett are on the way up.
Quick. Hide this. And get your mascara.
The mascara?
Yes, I want some dark shadows under my eyes. I haven't had a good night's sleep in 6 years, remember?
Chief, not that corny act again.
Well, it worked, didn't it? I practically had them in tears. Now do as I say.
Mr. Drysdale?
Yes? Who is it?
Hey, Jed Clampett.
Oh, so it is. You'll have to excuse me, sir. A bad case of banker's squint, adding up those figures day and night. 6 years. Oh, excuse me, sir.
Mr. Drysdale, I know you've been toting a crushing burden, but I got good news for you.
Good news?
I'm going to take my $80 million out of your bank. Bet you in the wheelbarrow, Granny.
Well, doggy. It worked already.
He's sure sleeping now with it.
Just like a baby.
fainted.
Fainted?
Oh, you were in a deep coma. It took a 20 to bring you out of it.
I'm not the type who faints. What happened?
Well, Mr. Clampett told you he was withdrawing his $80 million. I'd better open a window.
No. Lock it. I might jump. Better hide my tie and belt, too.
You know, of course, you brought this on yourself.
How?
That financial fatigue act. Mr. Clampett felt sorry for you.
Where is he?
Waiting in my office.
Mr. Clampett.
Hey, that nap sure done wonders for you.
Oh, I never felt better in my life.
Well, it must be a relief getting $80 million off your back.
No, please, don't take this.
Drysdale, you said yourself that it's a crushing burden.
But I'm used to it. I'm a banker. But it would finish you in no time.
Well, it ain't gonna be no burden to me. I'm giving it away.
Giving it away?
Yes, you see, there is a certain lady that's in trouble.
Oh, I see. Well, how much does she want?
Well, I reckon all she can lay her hands on.
Yes, I know the type.
Leastwise, I aim to give her all I got.
Oh, $80 million?
Well, to this lady, that's just a drop in the bucket.
She must have some bucket.
If you knew who she was.
Who is she?
Well, I don't know if she'd want me to say. She's a mighty high-placed woman.
And high price, too. What's her name?
Keep it yourself?
I promise.
Well.
Queen Elizabeth!
Drysdale, you promise.
Clampett, I assure you the Queen of England is a very wealthy woman.
Once was, maybe, but things is kind of rough. I've looked into the matter.
Jed, them goomers downstairs won't give us no money without you signing a check.
All right. Ask Miss Jane to get us 4 tickets to London.
No! I won't let you.
You won't let us.
Mr. Drysdale, it's my money.
What I meant was that you just can't walk up to Buckingham Palace and hand the Queen money. She's too proud to accept charity.
Oh, we know that. Good. We're going to put it in plain gunny sacks and throw it over the wall.
Miss Clampett, Granny, a thing like this has to be handled with great diplomacy. Now, I have some connections with the British Embassy, and I'll have them get in touch with you.
Well, we do want to handle it the right way.
Yes. Well, you go home and leave everything to me.
All right. Hop on, Granny.
And don't take the freeway this time, Jed. That tailgating makes me nervous.
Miss Hathaway,
Chief?
I want you to get me the finest British actor money can buy.
Well, how much money are you talking about?
I'll go as high as $10.
What, are you serious?
Look, this is no time to pinch pennies.
How long are you going to be, mate? This rig's due back at the studio at 5 o'clock.
Well, at the rate Mr. Drysdale is paying me, my performance should run about 2 minutes.
Jed, the Englishman is here.
Granny, we got to be careful how we talk to that fella. Mr. Drysdale says he's a Queen's minister.
I never seen no preacher dressed like him. Satin breeches, lace cuffs, all kinds of fancy trappings.
Likely Episcopalian.
And come in a big stage coat.
Well, Granny, hay is cheaper than gasoline. I reckon they don't pay their preachers no better than we pay ours.
Jed, so it won't surprise you. His hair is white as snow.
Probably been doing a heap of worrying about the Queen.
Yeah.
Come in.
Thank you.
Iversham.
Montrose. Is Mr. Clampett around?
Well, I'm Jed Clampett, and this here is Granny.
How do you do?
Pleased to meet you, Reverend.
Reverend?
Well, Mr. Drysdale said you was the Queen's minister.
Minister of Finance.
He must take up the collection.
Here is my identification and my authority to act on the Queen's behalf.
Well, come on in the parlor and sit down.
No, I'm afraid I haven't the time. But Mr. Drysdale tells me that you wish to present the Queen with a gift of some sort.
Well, we heard that the Queen...
But unfortunately, Her Majesty is not allowed to accept gifts. But on the Queen's behalf, I thank you for whatever it is you had in mind for her. Good day.
Well, what we had in mind was $80 million.
What did you say? $80 million.
Didn't Mr. Drysdale tell you? It's sitting in his bank. And Jed is more than happy for the Queen to have it.
Now, Granny, if the Queen can't take it...
There may be a way. Excuse me while I talk to my chief of protocol. Well, you may return to the studio, you chaps. It looks as though the bit part I'm playing is going to turn into a very meaty role.
Oh, and what kind of a role is it?
A bankroll.
I hope you don't mind doing your talking in the kitchen.
Not at all.
I ain't nosy. I just want to hear everything.
Well, anyway, as I was saying, after the oil company gave me all them millions, Cousin Pearl talked me into moving out of the little old cabin and coming out here to Beverly Hills.
I see.
Been here ever since, except for a couple of weeks we spent in England in our castle.
You own a castle in England?
Yes, sir. The folks are mighty nice to us there. That's one reason we're so anxious to help the Queen.
We'll think of a way.
Of course, it's got to be done so it wouldn't seem like charity. We wouldn't want to hurt her pride none.
Naturally. But the castle solves the problem.
It does?
As a British landowner, you are qualified to purchase royal real estate.
Well, that's fine, but how's that help?
Well, as you know, Her Majesty has vast real estate holdings all over the world, but she's eaten up with taxes.
Well, what they call a land pool.
And I could make you a fabulous price on one of the Crown colonies.
Here's your tea, Parson.
Would you like to buy Hong Kong?
Hong Kong?
That's that big ape that carried off Fay Ray.
Hong Kong is on the coast of China.
Well, to tell the truth, I ain't too keen on buying a Chinese ape. Let's get back to the real estate.
Oh, fine. Would you be interested in Australia? Or perhaps India?
I might.
Well, if you like islands, I could make you a very good price on Borneo.
Doggone, I wish I knew more about these things. Granny and me ain't had much schooling. Oh, good. There's Jethro. He's the educated member of the family.
He is?
Out here in the kitchen, boy.
On second thoughts, I better check those rights. There may be a second mortgage on Borneo.
Tell that lady to let me take her buzzard to England so we can hunt rabble from the truck.
Well, we'll talk about that later, boy. This here is the Queen's minister.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Reverend.
I'm very pleased to meet you, Jethro.
Jed, we gotta take the buzzard. I already sent the truck over.
You sent the truck to England?
Yes, sir. Put it on one of them great big cargo planes, so it'll be waiting when we get there.
How many times have I told you I don't allow buzzers in here?
You know something? There's a lot of folks that feels that way. Did you ever try hitchhiking from the airport, wearing a suit of armor and toting a buzzard?
Strangely enough, I never have.
Well, no. Everybody slowed down, but nobody stopped.
What's done is done. Jethro, I need your advice on buying some royal real estate.
Royal real estate?
It's a way of helping the Queen. Now, the parson here has given me my choice of Australia, India, or Borneo.
Uh-oh. Be careful, Uncle Jed. This rascal's foxing you.
Jethro, he's a man of the cloth.
Oh, yeah. And he's pulling it over your eyes.
Explain yourself, boy.
He's holding out the best place. Make him sell you Canada.
You're right, Mr. Clampett. He's the educated member of the family.
Graduated in 6th grade.
Well, I must confess I was holding out Canada till the last.
Well, I can't fault you for that, parson. You were just looking out for the Queen. A good trader always keeps the best horse in the barn.
Well, I'm glad you understand. Very well, sir. Canada it is.
Make him put in the riding, Uncle Jed. And see to it that he gives you the title to Canada. You'll need that when you go to subdivide.
Well, I don't aim to do that.
No, but the boy's right. Everything must be perfectly honest and legal. Now, if you have a pen, I will transfer title right above the Queen's signature.
Good. Then I'll pay the tax on it and give it back to her. I'll call Mr. Drysdale and have him make out the check.
No. That won't be necessary. I trust you. You trust me. Just let me have whatever cash you have as good faith money.
Well, I don't know how much I got here, but...
That'll do perfectly. Thank you, and there's the title.
Mr. Clampett, Jethro told me about shipping the truck to England, but don't worry, I'll have it back on the next plane.
Oh, no need to do that. We're going over ourselves quick as Miss Jane gets us a ticket.
Oh, but there's no need to go now. Didn't the Queen's minister come to see you?
Sure did. Dandy fella. Nice man to do business with, too.
Business?
Sold me Canada for $80 million and a handful of cash.
You bought Canada, Jed?
His Jethro deserves the credit. Hadn't been for him, I might have wound up with Borneo. Mr. Drysdale, why don't you, Mr. Doggy. All it takes to catch him up on his sleep is a little good news.
I must say goodbye to Jim. Take your shoes off. I'll go back down, dude.
This has been a very nice presentation.
Now listen, Daisy. You's coming to England with us to hunt them skinny old oafs and serfs. Trouble is, Granny says I can't take you. So got to hide you in this here bag. See? There's plenty of room. And lots of air, too.
Jethro! The taxi cab is here to take us to the airport.
We's coming. I'm coming. Okay, Daisy, now hop in and keep your big mouth shut.
I blame you for the whole mess, Miss Hathaway. And believe me, this trip to England is coming out of your salary.
Then I'm stopping right here.
No, keep going. We miss that plane, the Clampetts will get to London without us.
Then let's hear no more talk blaming me. You're the one who hired that cheap British actor to impersonate the Queen's minister. He's the one who sold them Canada.
Okay. The important thing is to keep them from going to Buckingham Palace and giving that phony deed to the Queen.
Now, Chief, look on the bright side.
What bright side? Well, they even had that miserable truck flown to London.
I still say there's a bright side.
What is it?
When I think of one, you'll be the first to hear it.
Where's Jethro?
Oh, he's coming, Granny.
Why ain't he with us?
Well, he's just upset because you wouldn't let him bring along Ellie's turkey buzzards to hunt oafs.
Well, I aim to do some sleeping betwixt here in England. And at my age, I ain't stretching out and closing my eyes in the same room with no buzzards.
Now be real quiet, Daisy. And as quick as we get to England, we'll go to hunt oafs.
Would you like me to take that for you?
Oh, no. She's fine. It's fine. I'll tell you what you can do. You can let us know when we fly over Canada.
I'd be happy to.
It belongs to us, you know. We bought it yesterday.
Bought Canada.
Hey, Uncle Jed, this little old gal don't believe that we own Canada. Show her the deed.
Jethro, will you stop yapping about us owning Canada? It's only ours till we give the deed back to the Queen.
We made it.
Howdy, Mr. Drysdale, Miss Jane.
I'll sit here with Jethro. You keep Ellie company.
Right, Chief.
Excuse me. If you look out the window, you can see Winnipeg.
Winnipeg?
We're over Manitoba now, and pretty soon we're going to be flying over Ontario.
I don't care nothing about that. Just tell me when we get to Canada.
You know, Jethro, I'm sure glad I'm sitting beside the educated member of the family. You make a great brain surgeon.
Get hungry. I got some chitlins in my pocket.
No thanks.
I was talking to my friend in the bag there.
You have a friend?
Shh. I smuggled her on board.
Who is she?
Give you 3 guesses.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Guess again. Give me a hint. Well, she got a long nose, beady eyes, scaly legs, and 3 toes on each foot.
Miss, could I have a tranquilizer?
Oh, of course. Your first flight.
My last. Beady eyes, scaly legs, 3 toes in each foot.
And her first name's Daisy.
Oh, she's sitting back there with Mr. Clampett. Okay, I give up. Open the bag.
Oh, no, not here. Uncle Jed will give me the Dickens. But you can open it up in the washroom.
You know, I'm just curious enough to do that.
Don't scare her.
I won't.
I'm sure glad you're going to England with us, Miss Jane.
Yeah. And quick as we give the deed to Canada back to the Queen, you can help us fight the War of the Roses.
Now, Granny.
Excuse me, but I think the War of the Roses has already been fought.
No, it was supposed to be fought last year. But Sir Chicken here tucked his tail twixt his legs and run.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. I ain't traveling 6,000 miles to scrap with the folks in the next castle.
That's the War of the Roses?
Yes, ma'am. Jethro started it. No, they started it when they sicked their dogs on Jethro when he run the dragon through their roses.
Ready? That'll do.
Good grief.
You and your 3-toed redhead.
I told you she wasn't Elizabeth Taylor.
You didn't tell me it was a bus.
Let the cat out of the bag.
Wish it had been a cat. I almost got flapped to death.
Daisy, you have not a... Where is she?
In the washroom. And if you want her back in that bag, you put her there.
Gee, what happened?
Nothing. Sit down.
Anything you need?
Yeah, I need to have my head examined.
There's a feather in your hair. Don't tell me how it got there.
Granny, he done something stupid, and he don't want to talk about it.
Thanks, Jethro.
Did you find out what happened to Mr. Drysdale?
I think I got it figured out what happened to him, Jed. When he went up front there, he stuck his head out the window, and a bird hit him.
We's flying pretty hard for birds.
What about geese?
Ain't often you get a goose this high either.
Well, he got one, scratched his scalp. That could be dangerous so close to the brain. He could come down with goose fever.
You gonna treat him?
He didn't want me to. He's ashamed of what he'd done, I guess.
Well, sticking your head out of the window of an airplane going 600 miles an hour ain't exactly the smartest thing in the world.
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
To powder my nose.
No, don't go in there.
Why not?
Oh, did the tranquilizer help any, sir?
Oh, yes, I feel fine now, thanks.
Good, you're welcome.
Trouble now.
What do you mean?
Another victim just went into the buzzard roost.
Granny, why do you suppose the chief is acting so strangely?
I hate to tell you, Miss Jane, but it's goose fever.
Goose fever?
He stuck his head out the window up there and got hit by a high-flying goose.
It's impossible.
It is, huh? Look yonder. Another one's done it. He'll be having a seizure any minute. The goose scratches is right next to his brain.
What happened to you, sir?
There's a big bird in there.
A bird?
Yeah, it clawed me, and it flapped me.
See? There he goes.
I think you're mistaken, sir, but I'll check it out.
Don't go in there. They'll get flapped silly with those big wings.
All right, sir. I tell you what, why don't you return to your seat and I'll get somebody to investigate it.
You think this will cure his goose fever, Granny?
No, but it'll quieten him down so he won't go flying around the cabin. Here you are. Take this. It'll make you feel better.
Oh, thanks. I can use a drink of water.
What was that?
Smoky Mountain Soothing Syrup.
Who are you?
I'm Mother Goose. Now you just tuck your head under your wing and rest.
Okay, she's back in the bag, but she ain't too happy, though. You scared her.
I scared her.
Hope you enjoyed your flight. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed your flight. And did you enjoy your flight, sir?
Oh, yeah, the plane ride was nice, too.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Bye, Sheriff. Bye. What are you doing?
Miss Jane said they won't let me take my buzzard through customs. So I'm going to turn her loose here, and she'll meet us in front of the airport.
She'll meet us?
Heck yeah. I got her trained to fly around and land on the truck. Come on, Daisy.
Listen, Jethro, wait. Why don't you go ahead and get the truck, and I'll smuggle Daisy through customs.
Okay, swell. I'll meet everybody in front of the airport.
Chief, you'll never get that buzzard through customs. They'll quarantine it.
Exactly. I've had enough of this bird for one trip.
Do you mean someone actually tried to get this repulsive bird through customs?
Yes, sir. His name's Drysdale. He's in your office right now with some other rather odd Americans.
That's why I stopped you on the plane. I got locked in the washroom with that thing, and it flopped me up one wall and down the other.
Mr. Drysdale's having another seizure. Poor man. I gotta help him.
Mr. Drysdale, please.
That's me.
Don't you know that birds have to be quarantined in a cage for 6 months before they can enter this country?
Wait a minute. He ain't no bird. He only thinks he is.
Granny, I beg your pardon.
He's got goose fever.
Granny, please.
I'm gonna help you, Mr. Drysdale.
Madam, I was referring to the repulsive creature he brought off the plane.
Shame on you. That's his secretary.
Anything I can do, Granny?
Yes, you can learn this goomer some manners. He wants to put Mr. Drysdale in a cage. And you should have heard what he called Miss Jane.
Granny, please let me handle this.
Well, that's fine, Mr. Drysdale, but we better be moving along. Wouldn't want to bother the Queen at supper time.
You are going to see the Queen?
Well, we ain't going to have supper with her. Just want to give her back the deed to Canada.
And then we gotta get to our castle and commence fighting the War of the Roses.
Now, Granny.
Did you say the War of the Roses?
You heard of it?
But of course. Every schoolboy has heard of the War of the Roses.
You see that, Jed? It's all over England that we run out on the feud. They've even got it in school books.
Granny, please let me handle this.
You go and lie down. You're burning up with fever, you silly goose.
I say, what kind of a vehicle is this, then? Oh, this here's a Royal Truck and Buzzard Launcher. I'm waiting for the Royal Family. Royal Family? Yeah. The Earl of Clampett and his kin. Oh, there's a couple of commoners with him, though. Mr. Drysdale and Miss Jane.
Mr. Drysdale? Oh, that's the American gentleman I'm here to chauffeur.
Oh.
Stop honking that thing, Jethro. Mr. Drysdale will be honking back.
Where is he? He's got something of mine.
He's trying to explain goose fever to the inspector.
Well, let's head for the palace.
Well, what about Mr. Drysdale?
He ordered his own car here.
Why would he do that?
I'll tell you why. With every schoolboy in London talking about the War of the Roses, he's ashamed to be seen with us.
Tell Mr. Drysdale we'll be waiting in front of Buckingham Palace.
Sure am glad we brought the truck to London. It's dandy for sightseeing.
Yeah, and we're the sight everybody is seeing. Don't you see how folks are staring and pointing at us? They know we run out on the feud.
Now, Granny.
She's right, Uncle Jed. Ain't no other reason they'd be laughing at us.
Pay no attention to her. Just drive on to the palace. We got business with the Queen.
Mr. Drysdale? Yes? Now, this is your car, sir. Oh, where are the hillbillies? If you're referring to the Earl of Clampett and his family, sir, they went off in the royal truck.
They've gone?
Yes, they said they wait for you in front of Buckingham Palace.
Oh, no. Do you think you can beat them there?
Well, considering the car and the driver, sir, I'd say it was a sure thing.
Where are we, Jethro?
We's in what's called Hyde Park.
Good. Pull up to them bushes and let's hide.
Keep going, Jethro. Anybody see a street sign?
I seen one, Paul. It says this here's Rotten Road.
Stop right here, Jethro. This is where we belong, Rotten Road.
Drive on, boy.
Where have you been?
All over London.
Jethro should have told us he didn't know how to get here.
Didn't want you to think I was stupid.
Oh, no chance of that. Well, let's go in, give the deed to Canada back to the Queen.
Now, wait. First, I'll have to arrange an audience.
Oh, we don't want to do it in front of folks.
I mean, the Queen won't see you without an appointment.
I knowed it. She's heard of the War of the Roses, too.
How soon you reckon she'll see us?
Not till we've cleared our name.
Maybe let Mr. Drysdale talk.
Well, it may take several days. Meantime, why don't we all go up to the hotel and have a good night's rest? Follow us, Jethro. Miss Hathaway and I will go in and make arrangements.
You want us to come along?
No. Wait here. We might have to try another hotel.
Hear that, Jed? We might not be able to get in.
Reckon they heard about the feud, too.
Yeah. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
It ain't, huh? Oh, soldier, come here.
Yes, madam.
Have you heard about the War of the Roses?
Oh, indeed, madam.
See?
How much you know about it? Well, it's probably the most famous feud in the history of England. It involved two families, two royal houses.
You know how it started?
Well, there's some debate as to which house first let loose the dogs of war. Excuse me.
I can tell him which house let loose the dogs. It was me that was let loose on.
Are you satisfied, Jed?
Well, Granny, it's only natural that a soldier might have heard, but I can't believe everybody has.
Wait, will you tell me something? Does everybody in the hotel know about the War of the Roses?
Oh, definitely, sir.
That doesn't. It's bad enough to be laughed at on the street, but I don't aim to move in here and live with it.
Me neither.
Me neither.
Let's go on out to the castle.
Yeah, Paul.
Come on, Jed.
Well, all right. Tell Mr. Drysdale the Clampetts has gone to their castle.
He means chicken house.
Thank you for alerting us, Mr. Drysdale. Yes, I'll have them phone you, sir. Good day. Tetley?
Yes, Mr. Farish.
The Clampetts are driving out from London. Assemble the staff in the courtyard. We must give them a royal welcome.
At once, Mr. Farish.
Now, just a word of caution. Let us not mention the presence of the Clampett family to our friends in the next castle. Colonel Dumbarton has not forgotten the Black Knight, Master Jethro, riding through his prize roses.
Excuse me, Mr. Faversham, sir. A group of gypsies is approaching the castle.
Really?
Yes, and they're driving a most disreputable-looking vehicle. These vagabonds are going to spoil the arrival of the Clampetts.
Mr. Tetley, those vagabonds are the Clampetts. Steady.
They seem very fond of you, sir. They're calling your name.
No, they usually call me Major or Mr. Domo. They think Faversham is a greeting.
Faversham, Mr. Domo.
Sir, and welcome to all of you from all of us. Oh, Mr.
matters. Mr. Drysdale would like you to ring him at the hotel as soon as possible.
I'll do that right away. Yes. Jethro, you tote in the bag.
Hey, I'm a knight. We got lots of churls for such things.
And they'll take care of that. Mr. Tetley, everybody.
Mr. Domo, I want to have a word with you. Mr. Domo,
Madam?
I want to ask you something about them folks in the next castle.
Oh, yes, madam. Colonel Dumbarton.
He's a colonel.
Retired. Of Her Majesty's Indian service.
He's an Indian fighter.
That's all in the past, madam. Though I must say he likes to run his castle in a military manner.
I'm afraid we's in for trouble.
Oh, you've nothing to fear from the colonel, madam. Confidentially, the old gentleman is usually in his cups.
Gentlemen, the Queen. The Queen. Prepare to fire the sunset gun.
Jethro, Ellie Mae. Well, young'uns, I'm afraid we've got our feuding cut out for us. The old fella in the next castle is an Indian fighter. One cups at it.
Let's go over and jump him right now.
No, Jethro. Let him make the first move.
What was that?
Sounded like a cannon.
He's fired the first shot. The War of the Roses is on!
This has been a film-wise presentation.
In 15th century England, two noble families, the House of York and the House of Lancaster, clashed in a bloody feud that became famous as the War of the Roses. Tonight in 20th century England, history repeats itself as the House of Dumbarton clashes with the House of Clampett in the Second War of the Roses.
What you want?
Hadn't you better go talk to Granny before you go charging over to the next castle?
I'm only riding over there to fling down a challenge. Then we can commence fighting the War of the Roses.
Well, Granny wants to sneak up on her.
She don't understand the feudal system. Knights don't sneak.
Well, you'd better sneak back, 'cause Granny's gonna find your 10 brooches.
Look at it. You want to get yourself a handsome knight and get cloth up and live happy ever after?
Well, of course I do.
Well, then we gotta fight my way, the feudal way, with honor, bravery, and intelligence.
Okay. Good luck, brave, intelligent knight.
Giddy up!
Jethro! You're all backwards! Jethro!
Colonel Dumbarton, sir. That black knight who rode through your rose garden last year is back. Back? And riding through your rose garden again.
Why, that's his bounder.
Stop riding through my roses, you clumsy lout.
I ain't no lout. I'm Sir Jethro from the next castle.
I say, is he sitting on his horse backwards? Yes, sir. A mark of contempt. Be gone, you rotter, or I'll set the dogs on you.
Too late. We's challenging you to the War of the Roses. We'll be back with our rabble and pillage you. Giddy up.
He's riding back through your roses, sir. Curse you, Black Knight. I accept your challenge. This is war.
For me, Mr. Domo?
Yes, sir. Mr. Drysdale calling from London.
Oh, thank you.
Faversham, Mr. Drysdale? You still at the hotel?
Yes, Mr. Clampett. And I have some wonderful news for you. It won't be necessary for you to come to London to see the Queen.
Well, fine, but, how are we going to give her back the deed to Canada? I got it with me.
Now, that's the exciting part. I've been using my influence, contacting all my connections. Come in. And as a result of my superhuman efforts, Queen Elizabeth is coming to Clampett Castle to see you.
Oh, no. Oh, no. But she don't have to do that.
No, she insists. After what you've done for her, she won't have it any other way.
It sure is a mighty great honor for us, Mr. Drysdale.
Glad to do it. Oh, and by the way, don't spread it around. Security reasons, you know. Yeah. Oh, yes, I'll be with her. Faversham to you.
You are a madman.
Now, just...
Hiring someone to impersonate the Queen's minister in Hollywood is one thing. But no actress in the United Kingdom would consent to
Now,
impersonate...
just hold it right there. You must remember the Clampett family historian is Jethro. He thinks this Elizabeth is still queen.
Nessa, darling, we simply must do something about your father.
Oh, sit down, Osgood. You knew Daddy drank when you married me.
He's getting worse. Other people see pink elephants. He sees black knights.
That was a year ago.
He's seen him again. Claims the fellow rode up this morning and challenged him.
Arm yourselves. Take cover. The War of the Roses may begin at any moment. Charge!
The War of the Roses? That was 500 years ago. Really, Vanessa.
All right, dear. I'll hide his brandy.
Many a castle's been captured with these here catapults.
But how are you going to get it inside the wall?
Well, I ain't. It's going to get me inside.
Oh, it's going to throw you like a slingshot.
Ain't you never heard of Sir Lancelot a-sailing the walls? This here's what sent him a-sailing.
Ain't you likely to get hurt?
Heck no. That's why knights wears armor. I reckon that's where they got the expression, fly by night.
What you going to do after you get inside?
I'm going to, lay about me with my trusty sword. Then when I get them all pillaged, I'll open the gate, let you in. You can pick yourself out at night and get troughed up.
Well, heck for, I don't want him if he's all pillaged.
I'll just stun the good-looking.
Let's go.
You sit in the chair and hold it down till we get there.
Granny! Ellie! Jethro!
Where is everybody? What the blue blazes?
So long, sire! We're off to pillage and loot!
Hold on, Carl. I'm going to fetch me back a handsome knight and get troughed up to him.
Jethro! Ellie! Wait!
Say, Vanessa, here's some excitement. Fella in Twickenham claims to have seen a speckled-breasted chat.
Prepare to repel attackers. The Black Knight is coming.
Was it a male or a female chap?
Doesn't say.
Listen to me, you bird-watching fop. This is war. England expects every man to do his duty. And the battlements.
Vanessa, I thought you said...
I did. I put his brandy away.
that it's time to put him away.
Relax, dear.
I have it. Send him to Scotland to visit your cousin Sandra.
Sandra's coming here. There's Emlyn.
Oh, drat.
Where's my brandy? Man needs to drop before battle.
Sit down, Daddy.
I told you, the Black Knight's coming.
Yes, yes, on his white charger.
No, on a black truck.
A black truck?
Yes, and the blighters captured a fair damsel and has her strapped to a ducking stool.
Coming, Vanessa.
Yes, dear.
We'll be in the solarium.
To suffer. If I had you in India, I'd spread you on an anthill. Blasted hippie!
Where have they hit my brandy?
Here you are, Ellie. Just cut the rope and away I go.
Now remember, don't finish no handsome night.
I won't. I'll just sack them.
Pipsqueak's buried it somewhere. Well, never mind.
Him sail! Jethro, you forgot your sword!
Well, that's what I call a brandy with authority. The Black Knight.
All right, the rest of you pay attention. We'll show you how it's done. All right, you fighting fools, charge! Hit the dirt! That's the spirit, boys. Old Jed Stewart himself would be proud of you. And when we capture the next castle, you elite troops will get the spoils.
Hey, what's going on? Who are these fellas?
Granny's gorillas. We got a sorry lot of rabble, Jed. But I called out the cowards. I was hoping to come up with the dirty dozen, but all I could get was the filthy four.
Come on, you fellas get up and go back to your job.
Wait a minute, Jed. These are the Clampett commandos, ready to lay down their life for your honor. They know everybody ain't coming back.
Yeah, because everybody ain't going.
You gonna chicken out again? Is we gonna be forever known as the Beverly Hills Yellow Bellies?
The Queen is coming.
Here!
She's gonna pick up the deed to Canada.
Then we got to finish the feud.
It's done finished.
The old boy must have had a fit.
Perhaps he just stumbled and fell.
Great heavens, what's that?
I'm off to the tournament. The Black Knight and I are jousting.
Jousting?
Yes, he flew over the wall to engage me. The poor blighter forgot his sword. So we're meeting on the field of honor to settle the War of the Roses. My steed!
But, Jed, I can't send Granny's gorillas back to civilian life. I got them all worked up to a pitch. These killers, they got a bloodlust in their eyes.
Well, they can
Uncle Jed, Granny! Get everybody together! We're gonna have a joust.
Oh, you caught one, did you?
All he ever thinks about is something to eat.
You don't eat it, you fight it.
Well, you fight it, you clean it, you cook.
Granny, I'm gonna have a joust with the Green Knight.
Let him clean it and cook it. I got the War of the Roses to settle.
This'll settle it. Jousting is fighting, and the Green Knight is from the next castle.
Well, how'd this all come about?
Well, I shot Jethro over the wall, and he landed on the Green Knight.
So now he's gonna have a joust.
You say this will settle the War of the Roses once and for all?
Oh, yes, sir. That's the feudal system.
Well, get ready, boy, because yonder he comes.
Somebody fetch my charger and my jousting lamp. Hail to thee, Green Knight.
Don't cuss him, boy. Just fight him. What's that green goomer doing?
Knowing the colonel, madam, I would guess he is fortifying himself for the fray.
Oh, well, as long as it's only water. Ladies and gentlemen, and rabble, in this corner we have a boy from your own castle. A boy fighting to end the War of the Roses. A boy fighting to save the family name and your own necks. The ever-popular Black Knight from Bug Tussle. Let's hear it for him! And in this corner, corner, appearing for the first time without his cannon, a man after your own hearts, as well as your livers and other vital organs, the notorious Yellow Knight. I mean the Green Knight. All right, let's not overdo it. Take a bow, Greenie. Now, y'all know the rules. No answering below the belt. And when you get run through, stay down till the count of 8. Now, back up, and when you hear the gong, come out a-galloping.
Jethro, if he ain't in one piece, I ain't taking him.
You don't think nobody's going to get hurt, do you?
If Master Jethro can survive the catapult, he can survive the colonel.
Well, what about him? What kind of shape is he in?
Mr. Clampett, the shape that he is in, I guarantee you he won't feel a thing.
On your mark, get set, charge!
They do a lot of that around here?
No, sir. Not for hundreds of years.
That figures.
1, 2. Get up, Jethro. 3, 4. Gonna knock more than the wind out of you. 5. Lie down, Greenie. You're a sick man. 6. You're gonna be sicker than he is. 7. There's a doctor, I'm warning you. 8. Jethro, I'm warning you. 9, 10. We won the War of the Roses. You all seen it? The winner!
Jethro, I told you I won him in one piece.
Ellie, don't!
We're in luck. They're all down the garden.
Her Majesty's still sulking.
Let her sulk. Let's get their throne set up.
She says that Elizabethan costume makes her look ridiculous.
Listen, Queenie. Think how ridiculous it will make you look in the unemployment line.
He's trapped in there.
How do you think he is?
Kid, if I didn't know better, I'd swear he was fermenting.
Jethro, you done pillaged my night. He ain't no shape to talk.
I'll get you another one.
Ellie, maybe you had better let Jethro get you another one.
She can have this one, too. He's the spoils of war.
He's already spoiled.
Maybe some water will bring him around.
Yeah. Kid, if this is water, we gotta find the creek it come from. That's what you call water.
You sure?
Distilled water.
Granny, it's for him.
Yes. Mr. Faversham! Mr. Faversham, the Queen is here.
The Queen?
Not the new one, sir, the old one.
The old Queen?
Elizabeth I.
Tetley, have you been at the cooking, Sherry?
No, sir. I was going up to the castle, and as I emerged from the garden tower, I saw Her Majesty.
Queen Elizabeth I?
Yes, sir, ascending her throne.
Something the matter, Mr. Domo?
Not really, sir. No, the excitement of the day has been a bit much for Tetley here.
But I did see the Queen.
You did?
Yes, sir, in front of the castle.
Oh, good. I've been expecting her. I'm going to give her back the deed to Canada.
The deed to Canada?
Yeah, bought it last week. Granny, elevate, Jethro, get a move on. Queen's here.
What's it all about, mate?
Never mind. Pass it on. Mr. Drysdale says there's a quid in it for everybody who keeps his mouth shut.
Get the show on the road.
Ladies and gentlemen, attention, please. Her Gracious Majesty, Elizabeth I, has seen fit to appoint me as royal spokesman. Now let all those who have business with the Queen step forward.
That's you, Jed.
Your Majesty, ma'am, well, first off, I want to say that we all feel mighty honored just to get to see you. And I want to thank you for letting us visit your fine country. I don't know how much Mr. Drysdale has told you about how we come to buy Canada, but, well, I reckon maybe the less said about that, the better.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's an honor and a pleasure to give it back to you, and here is the deed.
On behalf of Her Majesty, I thank you for returning Canada to the crown.
You're welcome, and she's welcome.
You done good, pal.
You sure did.
Mr. Drysdale, can I say something to the Queen?
You may approach the throne. You may speak.
Your Majesty, ma'am, I just want to tell you that the War of the Roses is over, and we won it fair and square. Jethro whooped the Green Knight, and we'd appreciate it if you'd tell the folks in London not to laugh and point at us no more.
Her Majesty will so instruct her subjects, and your name has been officially cleared.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Good thinking, Granny.
Could I ask a boon, please, Mr. Drysdale?
Oh, all right. Step forward.
Your Majesty, ma'am, I'm Sir Jethro de Bodine, except I ain't never been officially drubbed tonight. Would you drub me?
Let me have your sword. Kneel.
Has anyone seen the curse? The Black Knight is being dubbed by Queen Elizabeth I. Oh, come off it.
You better get him home. Here. Drinks, you know.
Thus ends the Second War of the Roses.
Take your shoes off. Yeah, you.
This has been a very nice presentation.
They were home, and in that moment, the wealth of the world seemed like a pittance compared to the simple, enduring joy of belonging. The cabin was just as they had left it, sturdy and welcoming. The trees seemed to lean in, whispering their greetings, and the brooks sang a song of welcome. They went about their days as they always had, but with the quiet knowledge that they had faced the world and emerged with their spirit intact. The legacy they left in Washington was not one of buildings or deals, but of the simple, honest goodness that they had shared, a reminder that even in a world of complexity, the heart of a country boy remains as true as the day is long. And so, the story continued, rooted in the hills, watched over by the stars, and forever enriched by the journey they had taken together. The seasons turned, painting the mountains in hues of gold and crimson, then wrapping them in the soft white blanket of winter. Throughout it all, the Clampett family thrived, their home a beacon of warmth and laughter in the quiet woods. Their neighbors would often stop by, drawn by the stories they had heard and the genuine hospitality that flowed from the cabin like a spring. Jed would often sit on the porch, his eyes tracing the line of the ridge, reflecting on the lessons he had learned. We found out that money is just paper, and fame is just a flicker in the wind, he would say to whoever was listening. What stays, what really matters, is the love you share and the hand you hold out to a neighbor in need. Granny, always busy with her herbs and her stories, would nod, her hands never still. It is the truth, Jed. We had a time, we did, and I would not trade it for all the gold in the city. We saw the world, but we came back to the world that matters most. Ellie Mae continued to bring the beauty of nature into their lives, her home a sanctuary for the creatures she loved. She walked the forest paths with a grace that spoke of her deep, intrinsic connection to the land. She was the heart of the home, the one who saw the wonder in the mundane and the grace in the smallest of living things. Jethro, meanwhile, grew into his own, his innovative spirit finding 1,000 ways to improve the life on the farm. He applied the same tenacity he had shown in the city to the tasks at hand, his inventions making the work easier and the days more productive. He remained the boy with the giant brain, but he had found that the most important work was done with his hands and with the genuine desire to improve the lives of those he loved. As the years passed, their story became a legend in the hills, passed down by those who knew them and those who only heard of them. It was a story of a family that had remained true to itself in the face of the unknown. A story that reminded everyone who heard it that no matter the journey, the path that leads home is always the most precious one of all. And in the heart of the mountains, under the watchful eyes of the stars, the Clampetts lived on, their legacy a simple, enduring testament to the beauty of a life well lived, grounded in the love of family and the quiet wisdom of the wild. The woods held their secrets, and the hills told their tales, but the story of the Clampetts was woven into the very earth itself, a part of the landscape that would endure as long as the mountains stood. They were the people of the hills, the dreamers, the doers, and the ones who knew that true richness is found not in the pursuit of the unreachable, but in the appreciation of the here and the now. And as the sun rose each day, bathing the cabin in a soft, golden light, they began each morning with the same quiet gratitude, knowing that they were exactly where they were meant to be. The legacy was not one of grand gestures or lasting monuments, but of a quiet, persistent goodness that influenced all who came into their orbit. It was a lesson in humility, a masterclass in kindness, and a reminder that the world is a better place when people are just a little more like the folks. From the mountains, they had moved to the hills back from the city, and in their own way, they had brought a bit of the mountain spirit to the heart of the nation, leaving a trail of kindness that would outlast the marble and the monuments they had once looked upon with such wonder. The seasons turned, and the trees grew tall, their roots reaching deep into the soil of their home. The Clampetts lived on, a family whose lives were a testament to the enduring power of simplicity and the quiet, persistent grace of an honest life. Their story, like the hills themselves, was a part of the landscape, a reminder that the most significant journeys are the ones that lead us back to ourselves, and to the people who truly matter. And so, in the quiet heart of the mountains, the story of the Clampetts continued, a gentle, enduring song that would echo through the valleys and across the ridges, a reminder that the most precious treasures are the ones we hold in our hearts, and the most beautiful view is the one we see from the porch of our own home. They stood as a beacon of what could be, a family that had seen the world and chosen the hills, a family that had known the weight of wealth and understood the lightness of the spirit. They were the Clampetts, and they were, above all else, at home. And as the shadows lengthened and the evening stars began to shimmer, they gathered on the porch, a family united by love and tempered by experience, ready to face whatever the next day might bring, knowing that together they had everything they would ever truly need. The story was simple, the life was rich, and the future, as always, was as open and promising as the mountain air that blew across their home. The quiet, steady rhythm of the hills became the soundtrack of their lives, a melody of nature that calmed the soul and sharpened the senses. They lived with the seasons, growing with the trees and changing with the tides, but always, underneath it all, they were the same family that had set out from the hills so many years ago. They had faced the world and found that the most important lessons were the ones they had carried with them all along, the ones that were as fundamental as the air they breathed and as reliable as the ground beneath their feet. In their own quiet way, they continued to influence the world around them, their door always open, their table always set, and their hearts always ready to welcome those who sought a bit of peace. They were a reminder that kindness is not a grand act, but a consistent way of living, and that the impact of a life well lived is measured not in the noise it makes, but in the quiet, steady influence it has on those who are fortunate enough to know it. Their story was not one of fame or fortune, but of a life lived in harmony with the world, a life that found joy in the simple, beauty in the ordinary, and purpose in the everyday. And so, as the years continued to unfold, the Clampett family remained a cornerstone of their community, a symbol of the enduring power of family and the timeless wisdom of the hills. Their lives were a reflection of the land they called home, resilient, beautiful, and deeply connected to the pulse of the world around them. They had walked their path with honesty, faced their trials with courage, and embraced their joys with gratitude, and in doing so, they had created a life that was as meaningful as it was enduring. The mountains kept their secrets, and the trees whispered their tales, but the story of the Clampetts was told in the lives they had touched and the peace they had cultivated, a story that would continue to resonate, a gentle, lingering note in the song of the world. The sun continued to rise, casting its golden light over the mountains, and each new day was a gift to be unwrapped and shared. They lived, they loved, and they continued to be the people they had always been, grounded in the earth and guided by the stars. Theirs was a life of quiet satisfaction, a journey that had led them through the world and back to the place where they truly belonged, and in the heart of the mountains they remained, a testament to the idea that no matter how far you go, the best part of the journey is always the place you can call home. The story of the Clampetts was not merely about a journey to the city, but about the journey to the truth, a truth that had always been there, waiting for them in the quiet embrace of the hills. It was a life of constant learning, a journey that never truly ended, but simply evolved, growing richer and deeper with every passing season. The sun dipped low over the horizon of the vast, rolling hills where the Clampett family had long made their humble home. The air was crisp, scented with the sweet perfume of wildflowers and the earthy musk of the woods, a stark contrast to the distant, bustling life they were about to embark upon. Jed Clampett, a man whose stature was as sturdy as the towering oaks and whose heart was as boundless as the sky, above, sat on the porch of his rustic cabin, nursing a cup of black coffee while the gentle breeze ruffled his thick sideburns. By his side sat Granny, a woman whose spirit was as sharp as a briar patch, her eyes crinkling at the edges with the wisdom of many winters, and beside her was the ever-gentle and nature-loving Ellie Mae, who was busy tending to a small, orphaned raccoon that clung to her apron strings like a long-lost friend. "Uncle Jed, do you reckon that big city of Washington is really as grand as the folks say?" Ellie Mae asked, her voice soft and full of wonder as she stroked the soft fur of the raccoon. Jed looked toward the distance, his expression pensive yet hopeful. "I reckon it is a place of great importance, Ellie Mae. A place where the biggest decisions of this whole wide country are made. And if we can do our small part to help, well, that would be a mighty fine thing indeed." Granny huffed, setting down her bowl of bubbling cornmeal. "Helping is one thing, but making sure we keep our wits about us is another. Those city folks move fast, and they got ways that would make a fox dizzy. We best be prepared for whatever they throw our way. Jethro, standing tall and eager with a spirit of adventure burning in his chest, chimed in, "I am ready, Uncle Jed. I got my big brain all primed and ready to tackle whatever comes next. Whether it is steam engines or electric cars, I am going to show them that a country boy can hold his own in the halls of power." The journey to the capital was an odyssey of sorts, a transition from the quiet rhythms of the mountains to the structured, fast-paced heartbeat of the nation. As they traveled, the scenery shifted from the lush greenery of their home to the imposing marble structures and monuments that defined Washington. Everywhere they looked, there were stories etched in stone and history whispering from every corner. It was a place where power felt almost tangible, hanging in the air like the humidity before a summer storm. Upon their arrival, the Clampetts were met with a world that was as confusing as it was magnificent. They navigated the labyrinthine streets with the same resilience they had used to navigate the tangled mountain paths. Everywhere they went, they brought with them a sense of grounded simplicity that baffled the sophisticated city dwellers. They encountered, when they met with Honest John, a man whose smile was as wide as a river and whose words flowed with an unnerving smoothness. They felt they had found an ally. Honest John greeted them with a fervor that bordered on the theatrical, his hands outstretched in welcome. "My dear friends, to see you here is a testament to the greatness of this land. You come with hearts full of kindness and a desire to serve the greater good, and for that, you shall be welcomed with open arms." Jed tipped his hat, his modesty shining through. "We are just simple folks, Mr. John. We heard there was a need for some help with the smog, and we figured if we could lend a hand, we would be right pleased to do so." Granny eyed Honest John with a suspicious glint in her eye, her instincts telling her to remain cautious. "We heard tell of your committee, Mr. John. We trust you are putting that money toward something truly worthy, and not just letting it blow away like autumn leaves." Honest John chuckled, a sound that resonated with forced sincerity. "Rest assured, dear lady, every penny is accounted for. We are building a legacy, one that will clear the skies and bring joy to millions. You are pioneers in this noble cause." As the days unfolded, the Clampetts found themselves entangled in a series of events that would have overwhelmed a lesser family. They navigated the halls of government, met with individuals who spoke in riddles of red tape and protocol, and even found themselves, through a series of misunderstandings, briefly held in places they could only describe as peculiar medical wards. Yet, through it all, they remained steadfast, their humor serving as a shield against the absurdity of it all. Ellie Mae, meanwhile, turned the hotel into a sanctuary for the creatures she encountered, her gentle nature proving to be a magnet for life in all its forms. From kittens to the occasional wayward critter, she provided a home for those who seemed to have nowhere else to turn. It was a testament to the family's core values: compassion, kindness, and a relentless belief that every living thing deserved a bit of warmth and a place to rest. Jethro continued his relentless pursuit of invention, his giant brain working overtime to solve problems that others had long given up on. He approached life with a literal and honest perspective that was both endearing and hilarious. Whether he was tinkering with a steam car or contemplating the complexities of a giant fan to sweep away the city smog, he did so with an unwavering commitment to his goal. The climax of their Washington adventure saw them crossing paths with a figure as legendary as the tales they had heard, Princess Sitting Hawk. Their interaction with her was a moment of profound connection, a bridging of worlds that saw the Clampetts treated with a rare, quiet respect. When the deal for the White House and the subsequent landmarks was struck, it was done with a sense of ceremony that transcended the simple transaction of money. It was an acknowledgement of land, heritage, and the enduring spirit of those who held it dear. In the end, as they prepared to depart, The Clampetts left behind an impression that would linger in the halls of Washington for years to come. They had not come to conquer or to change, but to offer a hand, to share their fortune, and to live by the same principles they held in their mountain home. They had navigated the complexities of city life with the integrity of their roots, proving that no matter how far one travels or how high the buildings grow, the true measure of a person lies in the depth of their character and the openness of their heart. As they boarded their flight home, the memories of the marble monuments and the winding rivers faded into the soft embrace of the clouds. They were returning to the hills, to the familiar songs of the crickets and the comforting rustle of the leaves, carrying with them not just tales of their adventures, but a renewed appreciation for the simple, honest life they had built. The city had its grandeur, but the mountains had their soul, and for the Clampetts, there was no place on earth that could ever replace the quiet beauty of home. They watched from the window as the sprawling city lights shrank into tiny sparks, like stars scattered across the dark velvet of the night. Jed sighed, a content smile playing on his lips. We done what we set out to do. We kept our heads high, our hearts open, and we made a few friends along the way. Granny leaned back, closing her eyes. It was a time, I reckon. A time of wonder and a time of trouble, but we stood together through it all. And that is what matters most. Ellie Mae nodded, her gaze fixed on the vast expanse of the sky. I think the animals were happy, and we did our best to take care of them. That is enough for me. Jethro looked at his hands, his mind already churning with new ideas for when they returned. I learnt a heap, Uncle Jed. A whole heap. And when we get back, I got some ideas for the garden that are going to make this county sit up and take notice. The plane soared onward, a metal bird carrying a family whose story was now woven into the fabric of the nation. They were the Beverly Hillbillies, a group whose journey had been as unique as their spirit, and as they drifted into sleep, they dreamt not of monuments or money, but of the gentle embrace of the mountains that awaited their return. They had walked through the corridors of power, touched the stones of history, and remained exactly who they were, humble, kind, and irrevocably proudly themselves. As the morning light touched the peaks of their beloved hills, the plane touched down, signaling the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. They stepped out onto the familiar ground, the air feeling sweeter than it ever had before. Drysdale ordered. Here is an armed guard. He will shoot you. Jethro peered closely at the guard. Hey, mister. You look like your secretary, Miss Jane. I am Miss Jane, she confessed wearily. What are you doing wearing that outfit? Jethro asked, genuinely puzzled. It was dark when she dressed this morning, Mr. Drysdale offered weakly. Now get off the money. Miss Jane shook her head. See, Mr. Clampett is not going to let you take this money. Okay, then you take it, Mr. Drysdale pleaded. Come on, get up. Forget it, Miss Jane said, turning toward the door. We might just as well go back to the office. Hey, Miss Jane, Jethro called out before she could leave. Before you go, just sit down and help me think of an idea on how to get rid of the smog. Miss Jane paused, offering the boy a look of sincere, motherly patience. Jethro, dear boy, the finest minds in the country are working on that problem. Yes, but I am not getting anywhere, he sighed. Do not sit there wasting time with that idiot, Mr. Drysdale barked. Now, hold on. Jed stepped forward, his voice firm but calm, defending his loyal friend. Just because she is dressed funny does not make her an idiot. Get out from there, both of you, Mr. Drysdale ordered, pacing wildly around the room. Mr. Drysdale, it is hard to think of brilliant ideas with folks yelling at you. Jethro looked to the matriarch of the family. Where does Granny keep her shotgun? I sure hope I can whip that smog problem before I starve to death. Miss Jane walked over and gently placed a hand on Jethro's shoulder. Jethro, I am afraid that problem will not be solved until someone invents a replacement for the internal combustion engine. Jethro's eyes lit up with sudden, brilliant inspiration. I will do it. I am on it. Hey, what is an internal combustion engine? Well, that is the engine that powers the average automobile, Miss Jane explained patiently. The hope is to convert to steam or electricity. Hey, Mr. Drysdale, what should I put my giant brain to work on first? Jethro asked, brimming with newfound purpose. A steam car or an electric car? Why not a gas turbine? Mr. Drysdale snapped sarcastically. Oh, I am not going to mess with hats. Just cars, Jethro replied, entirely missing the point. Jed stepped between the banker and the money sack once more. Mr. Drysdale, I have told you this money is staying here. Mr. Drysdale, get off of my money, Jethro echoed. It is my money, Mr. Drysdale argued. No, it is not, Jed corrected him gently. It is mine. Well, it is my sack, Mr. Drysdale whined, clinging to the heavy canvas. All right, I will dump the money out and you can have the sack, Jed offered reasonably. Good. Just dump it in that truck out front, Mr. Drysdale commanded, seeing a glimmer of hope. It is staying here, Jed repeated, his patience enduring like a deep, ancient river. But it is not safe here, Mr. Drysdale pleaded. Why, until you showed up. What? Jed asked. No, it is going back into my vault, the banker declared, reaching for the bag. Oh, Chief, Miss Jane sighed. Do not stand there, Hathaway, he ordered. Use your gun. That is an excellent idea, she replied, a mischievous glint appearing in her eye. She drew the heavy revolver from its holster. Stand back, Mr. Clampett. I should hate to hit you. You traitor, Mr. Drysdale gasped, backing away slowly. Mr. Drysdale, get a hold of yourself, Jed advised kindly. I have promised this money to a fellow that is going to get rid of all the smog. Not Jethro, Mr. Drysdale asked, a look of profound horror crossing his face. No, no, this fellow is going to drill a tunnel through the San Bernardino Mountains, put in a great big fan and draw all the smog out of Los Angeles. Mr. Drysdale blinked, stunned by the sheer absurdity of the plan. But that is a preposterous idea. Yes, we like it too, Jed smiled proudly. Mr. Clampett, the problem of smog is too big to be handled locally, the banker explained, trying to use logic. It has to be solved on a national level. Is that a fact? Jed asked, listening intently. Only the president can get together the brain power and the vast amount of money necessary. Why, this $700,000 is not even a drop in the bucket. Jed looked thoughtful. Well, how much does the president need? Oh, millions, billions, Mr. Drysdale exaggerated, waving his hands. I will just take this chicken feed back to the bank. I will study on it, Mr. Drysdale, Jed promised. No, give up, Chief, Miss Jane warned, keeping her hand near her borrowed weapon. No, hold it, Hathaway, Mr. Drysdale yelled, turning his wrath entirely upon her. I am not through with you. You are guilty of conduct unbecoming an employee of the Commerce Bank. Oh, big deal, she muttered. For cowardice in the face of action, for failure to obey a direct order, for treachery and insubordination, you are hereby dishonorably discharged as a guard and reduced to the rank of secretary. Hallelujah, she sighed with deep relief. Do not expect a Christmas bonus this year, he spat. I have never had a Christmas bonus, she reminded him flatly. Well, do not expect one this year either. Now get the truck. As they stepped out onto the wide, circular driveway, a terrifying sight met their eyes. The sturdy old farm truck was enveloped in hissing, thick white clouds. Boy, what have you done to that truck? Jed asked, rushing forward. Looks like the boob has set it on fire. Jethro, what did you do? Granny cried out. From the center of the vapor, Jethro emerged, his face smeared with grease, holding a large wrench like a trophy. I converted this rascal to steam. You are looking at the answer to air pollution by automobile. The Jethro Bodine steam car. I have perfected a clean engine. I am going back inside, Granny announced, turning on her heel. I told you that for these clean engine jokes. Uncle Jethro, the boy proclaimed proudly. Honest John is not going to be needing his money anymore now that I whipped the smog problem, so I will use it to mass-produce my steam car. Hold on, boy, Jed cautioned softly. According to Mr. Drysdale, only the President himself can handle a small problem. The President of the United States? Jethro asked, his jaw dropping in awe. That is right. He is the only one that can bring together the brains and the money. Jethro puffed out his chest, striking a heroic pose. Well, here stands the whole kit and caboodle. I will hop on my steam car, drive to Washington, pull up in front of the White House and give him the brains and the money, all in one package. Hold on, boy, Jed repeated, ever the voice of quiet reason. What you have got there is just a drop in the bucket, and it is not likely enough money either. He turned to the matriarch. Talking about the money, Granny, Mr. Drysdale says the President's lot will need millions, even billions. Jed looked up at the clear blue sky, making a momentous decision. I was thinking of giving him all my money. Okay, I will stop by the bank and get the rest of it. Well, Pop, if Jethro goes to Washington, I want to go too. Ellie Mae chimed in, carrying a small, sleepy possum in her arms. And they are not going without me. I was just coming to that. Jed smiled warmly at his daughter. I think it would be a fine trip for the whole family. I best go leave a note for the milkman. Tell him we are going to Washington. Back at the Commerce Bank, a storm of panic. That way, can I have it as an advance against my allowance? 50 cents a week. Jed paused, resting his hands on his hips. He looked at his nephew with a mixture of amusement and gentle correction. That will take a while to pay back. I am young, Jethro countered, puffing out his chest. You are not that young, Jed replied, his eyes twinkling. Besides, Honest John needs that money to help fight smog. You know, I would like to throw my brain into the fight against smog. It is a dandy cause. Jed nodded thoughtfully, looking out the large window at the distant, hazy horizon. They say what it will take to whip it is brains and money. Well, if it comes to us, we have got it made, have we not? Jethro grinned. I reckon we have got a leg up on it. Elmer and I will get busy upstairs. As Jethro bounded up the grand staircase, Ellie Mae wandered into the room, her presence as bright and refreshing as a spring meadow. Fine, Ellie, Jed greeted her warmly. Oh, Jed, that reminds me, Granny interjected, dusting a crystal lamp. Mr. Drysdale called and said he was coming by to pick up this money. Jed raised an eyebrow. How come? Well, he said folks had an order to keep $700,000 in cash around the house. Granny explained, shaking her head at the peculiar ways of city folks. He has got the hives from worrying about it. I am sorry about the hives, Jed said, his tone reflecting genuine sympathy. But I promised his money to Honest John to fight smog. I am thinking about jumping into the fight against smog, too, Granny. Jethro called down from the landing, leaning over the banister. Well, Mr. Drysdale said that this money belongs back in the vault at his bank. And he is coming by to pick it up, Granny warned. I do not think I can let him have it, Jed reasoned. A promise is a promise. I am going to fight smog, Granny, Jethro declared again, his determination unyielding. Well, I told Mr. Drysdale that you might not let him have it, Granny continued, ignoring the boy. But he says he is coming by to pick it up anyway, so that is between you and him. Granny, I am going to fight Smog, Jethro insisted, marching back down the stairs. Granny finally turned to look at him, her hands resting on her apron. How? Well, I do not know, Jethro admitted, scratching his head. But Uncle Jed says it takes brains and money. Between us, we are all set. You have got money, have you? Granny challenged. No, I am supplying the brains, Jethro stated proudly, tapping his forehead. Sitting up here between these sideburns is a real brute. Granny let out a hearty laugh. The only brute you have sits here at the end of your nose. I think we ought to encourage the boy. Jed, he does not know Smog from applesauce. I do so, Jethro protested, his feelings slightly ruffled. I listen to the reports all the time. Why, today, we are having light eye irritation. But that does not worry me, because I have dark eyes. Meanwhile, across town at the Commerce Bank, a very different sort of conversation was taking place. The atmosphere was thick with tension and the frantic energy that only high finance could produce. Mr. Drysdale, the bank president, paced the floor of his luxurious office, his face flushed with worry. Beside him stood his loyal secretary, Miss Jane Hathaway, looking distinctly uncomfortable in an oversized, heavy guard uniform. That is a great partner you have there, Jed, Mr. Drysdale muttered to himself, imagining the hillbillies sitting on a fortune. He turned abruptly to Miss Hathaway. All right, guard. Go in there and get that money, and do not take no for an answer. Miss Hathaway shifted the heavy cap on her head. You forced me to wear this uniform to save paying a guard. But it will not work. Mr. Clampett will recognize me. I thought of that, Mr. Drysdale countered swiftly. So just wear this disguise. He thrust a pair of dark sunglasses and a fake mustache toward her. Here we go. Looks great. Now get the money. But suppose Mr. Clampett will not let me take it? She asked, her voice trembling slightly. Well, you have a gun, Mr. Drysdale pointed out, gesturing to the heavy holster at her hip. Use it. Miss Hathaway gasped, her eyes widening in horror. Oh, goodness. I do not need to shoot him. Just fire a couple of shots over his head to show him you mean business, the banker insisted, his desperation overriding all logic. I will not, she stated firmly, pulling off the mustache. If you want that money, go and get it yourself. A fine guard you are, Mr. Drysdale groaned, burying his face in his hands. Why, you are a disgrace to that uniform. Back at the mansion, the heavy oak front door swung open. Mr. Drysdale entered, trailing reluctantly behind his disguised secretary. Mr. Drysdale, I thought I heard somebody, Jed said, offering a warm and welcoming smile as he stepped into the foyer. Oh, Mr. Clampett. Mr. Drysdale began nervously, trying to sound authoritative. This guard is here to pick up that $700,000. Jed shook his head slowly. I do not think I can let him have it. Mr. Drysdale leaned in closely, lowering his voice to a frantic whisper. Look, whatever you do, do not cross him. He is a mad dog killer. Jed looked at the small, familiar figure swimming in the oversized uniform. Is that a fact? Are you a mad dog killer, Miss Jane? Miss Jane sighed deeply, abandoning the charade entirely. Of course not. Miss Hathaway, what are you doing in that uniform? Oh, goodness. She looked at her boss with stern disapproval. If this is your idea of a practical joke, I, for one, do not appreciate it, nor can I imagine Mr. Clampett is amused either. No, Jed agreed kindly, offering no judgment. I do not see that she is punished, Mr. Clampett, Mr. Drysdale stammered, trying to regain control of the situation. And I think the proper punishment would be to make her carry out that heavy bag of money. Go get it. Now, hold on, Jed intervened, raising a calloused hand. She is not toting out that money. Well, if you want to forgive her so easily, fine, Mr. Drysdale conceded, wiping his brow. But keep an eye on her. Any woman who will dress up like that bears watching. As the adults bickered over the heavy sacks of cash, Jethro wandered back into the room. His expression locked in a deep, exaggerated frown of intense concentration. He lumbered over to the massive canvas bag filled with exactly $700,000 and sat down squarely on top of it. "Hello, Jethro," Mr. Drysdale said, his patience wearing dangerously thin. "How do you do, Mr. Drysdale?" Jethro replied absent-mindedly. "Hey, get up. I need this money," the banker demanded. "Uncle Jed does not want you to have it," Jethro explained calmly, crossing his arms over his chest. "So I am going to sit here until I think of a way to get rid of the smog." Mr. Drysdale let out a sharp, exasperated laugh. "Jethro, that is a problem for a genius to solve." "Thank you," Jethro said, taking it as a compliment. "I am working on it." Granny emerged from the kitchen, wiping her hands on a towel. "Why do you not go out to the kitchen and eat something, boy?" "I thought I would not eat until I figured out a way to whip the smog," Jethro declared nobly. "Well, go get a stick and hit it," Granny advised simply. "You are not being any help," Jethro complained. "Well, neither are you," Mr. Drysdale snapped. "Get up." "Not until I think of an idea," the boy insisted, refusing to budge from the mountain of cash. "Jethro, get off the money." Mr. Wind carried it to the ends of the earth. A story of a poor mountaineer who found his way into the heart of the world, and in doing so, helped the world find its way back to the heart of the simple, honest, and courageous life that we all, in our own way, seek to call our own. A story that would forever be a part of the soul of the mountains they called home. A story that was and always would be the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. In the quiet, steady rhythm of the mountains, their story found its rest. A testament to the fact that the journey is the reward, and that the true beauty of life is found in the simple, honest, and courageous moments that we share with those we love. Moments that become the memories that define us, the legacy that guides us, and the story that will continue to live on, in the heart of the world, forever and always. A story that was and always would be the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. As the years passed, the legend of the Clampetts grew, becoming a part of the folklore of the mountains, a story told to children by the fire, a story that inspired generations to strive for a life of integrity, compassion, and purpose. It was a story that transcended time, a story that spoke to the deepest part of the human experience, a story that would always be, in its own way, a part of the heartbeat of the land they called home, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. The mountains stood tall, the wind whispered, and the story of the Clampetts continued to ripple outward, a testament to the power of a simple, honest and courageous life, a life lived with love, a life lived with purpose, and a life lived with the enduring strength of a family that stood together. Through all the seasons of life, forever and always, a story that was and always would be, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. Thus, the tale of the family from the hills drew to a close, a tale of hope, a tale of promise, and a tale of the power of a simple, honest, and courageous spirit to change the world. A tale that would continue to inspire, to uplift, and to guide. For as long as there were those who believed in the power of a story that was, and always would be, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies, forever and always, in the quiet, steady rhythm of the mountains they called home. The journey was done, but the impact remained, a quiet, steady light in a world that was often shadowed by the complexities of existence, a light that would continue to shine, to inspire, and to guide, as long as there were those who believed in the power of a simple, honest, and courageous life. A life lived with love, a life lived with purpose, and a life lived with the enduring strength of a family that stood together. Through all the seasons of life, forever and always, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. And so, the story found its rest in the quiet, steady rhythm of the mountains, a testament to the power of a family that had dared to dream, to stand up for what they believed in, and to live their lives with the simple, honest, and courageous spirit that had defined them from the very beginning. A story that would continue to live on, in the hearts of all who sought to live with purpose, with love, and with the enduring strength of a family that stood together. Through all the seasons of life, forever and always, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. With the legacy firmly rooted, they watched the future unfold. A future they had helped to shape with their own hands and their own hearts, a future that was, in its own way, a testament to the power of the journey they had taken, a journey that had led them from the mountains to the heart of the world, and back to the mountains, changed, enriched, and ready to live their lives, day after day, year after year, in the simple, honest, and courageous spirit that had defined them from the very beginning. The story of the Beverly Hillbillies. The world would continue to turn, and stories would continue to be told, but the story of the Clampetts would remain a beacon, a reminder of the best that we could be, a reminder of the power of a simple, honest, and courageous life, and a reminder that no matter how much the world changed, the truth would always remain the same, that love, honesty, and family were the true measures of a life well lived, and that the greatest adventures were the ones that led us back to the truth of who we were, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. And so, the story found its end, not in a grand finale, but in the gentle, quiet, and beautiful flow of life, a testament to the power of a family that had dared to dream, to stand up for what they believed in, and to live their lives with the simple, honest, and courageous spirit that had defined them from the very beginning. A story that would continue to live on, in the hearts of all who sought to live with purpose, with love, and with the enduring strength of a family that stood together. Through all the seasons of life, forever and always, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. The mountains whispered their story to the wind, and the wind carried it to the ends of the earth. A story of a poor mountaineer who found his way into the heart of the world, and in doing so, helped the world find its way back to the heart of the simple, honest, and courageous life that we all, in our own way, seek to call our own. A story that would forever be a part of the soul of the mountains they called home. A story that was and always would be the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. In the quiet, steady rhythm of the mountains, their story found its rest, a testament to the fact that the journey is the reward, and that the true beauty of life is found in the simple, honest, and courageous moments that we share with those we love, moments that become the memories that define us, the legacy that guides us, and the story that will continue to live on, in the heart of the world, forever and always, a story that was and always would be the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. As the years passed, the legend of the Clampetts grew, becoming a part of the folklore of the mountains, a story told to children by the fire, a story that inspired. The golden morning sun poured over the manicured lawns of Beverly Hills, casting long, elegant shadows across the sprawling estate that the Clampett family now called home. Despite the opulent surroundings, the heart of the family remained as grounded and humble as the earth from which their sudden fortune had sprung. Inside the grand living room, the air was filled with the gentle, rhythmic sounds of simple, honest labor. Jed Clampett stood tall and steady, holding a dusting cloth with the same reverence he might hold a cherished family heirloom. He looked over to see Granny bustling about with a restless, cheerful energy. her hands busy polishing the antique wood. "Well, helping your granny with the house cleaning, huh?" Jed asked, his voice a slow, comforting drawl. "Oh, yes, sir," Jethro replied, his youthful face beaming with earnest pride. He pointed toward a large, ornate cabinet. "Elmer needs a bit of exercise." At the mention of his name, a plump, bright-eyed raccoon scurried around inside the intricate shelving of the cabinet. Elmer moved with surprising grace, his thick coat acting as the perfect dusting brush. "How is it going, Elmer?" Jethro called out, watching the animal with pure admiration. "Well, he is a handy little critter, is he not?" Jed chuckled softly, a sound like dry leaves rustling in a gentle breeze. "He sure is. That raccoon fur is better than feathers for picking up lint. Seems right proud to be. Happy too. Elmer is a dandy little duster." "Well, let us take our dusters outside and shake them," Granny suggested, always mindful of keeping a proper, tidy home. "Yes, okay," Jethro agreed. "And then," Jed added kindly, "you can take yours upstairs and hand them to the dresser drawers in the closet." As they worked, a thought that had been brewing in Jethro's mind finally bubbled to the surface. Uncle Jed, old Honest John, has never come back to pick up his $700,000, seeing as he is. And a tale of the power of a simple, honest, and courageous spirit to change the world. A tale that would continue to inspire, to uplift, and to guide. For as long as there were those who believed in the power of a story that was, and always would be, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies, forever and always, in the quiet, steady rhythm of the mountains they called home. The journey was done, but the impact remained, a quiet, steady light in a world that was often shadowed by the complexities of existence, a light that would continue to shine, to inspire, and to guide, as long as there were those who believed in the power of a simple, honest, and courageous life. A life lived with love, a life lived with purpose, and a life lived with the enduring strength of a family that stood together. Through all the seasons of life, forever and always, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. And so, the story found its rest in the quiet, steady rhythm of the mountains. A testament to the power of a family that had dared to dream, to stand up for what they believed in, and to live their lives with the simple, honest, and courageous spirit that had defined them from the very beginning. A story that would continue to live on, in the hearts of all who sought to live with purpose, with love, and with the enduring strength of a family that stood together. Through all the seasons of life, forever and always, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. With the legacy firmly rooted, they watched the future unfold. A future they had helped to shape with their own hands and their own hearts. A future that was, in its own way, a testament to the power of the journey they had taken. A journey that had led them from the mountains to the heart of the world, and back to the mountains, changed, enriched, and ready to live their lives, day after day, year after year, in the simple, honest, and courageous spirit that had defined them from the very beginning. The story of the Beverly Hillbillies. The world would continue to turn, and stories would continue to be told. But the story of the Clampetts would remain a beacon, a reminder of the best that we could be, a reminder of the power of a simple, honest, and courageous life, and a reminder that no matter how much the world changed, the truth would always remain the same. That love, honesty, and family were the true measures of a life well lived, and that the greatest adventures were the ones that led us back to the truth of who we were. The story of the Beverly Hillbillies. And so, the story found its end, not in a grand finale, but in the gentle, quiet, and beautiful flow of life, a testament to the power of a family that had dared to dream, to stand up for what they believed in, and to live their lives with the simple, honest, and courageous spirit that had defined them from the very beginning. A a story that would continue to live on in the hearts of all who sought to live with purpose, with love, and with the enduring strength of a family that stood together. Through all the seasons of life, forever and always, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. The mountains whispered their story to the wind, and the wind carried it to the ends of the earth. A story of a poor mountaineer who found his way into the heart of the world, and in doing so, helped the world find its way back to the heart of the simple, honest, and courageous life that we all, in our own way, seek to call our own. A story that would forever be a part of the soul of the mountains they called home. A story that was and always would be the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. In the quiet, steady rhythm of the mountains, their story found its rest. A testament to the fact that the journey is the reward, and that the true beauty of life is found in the simple, honest, and courageous moments that we share with those we love. Moments that become the memories that define us, the legacy that guides us, and the story that will continue to live on, in the heart of the world, forever and always. A story that was and always would be the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. As the years passed, the legend of the Clampetts grew, becoming a part of the folklore of the mountains, a story told to children by the fire, a story that inspired generations to strive for a life of integrity, compassion, and purpose. It was a story that transcended time, a story that spoke to the deepest part of the human experience, a story that would always be, in its own way, a part of the heartbeat of the land they called home. The story of the Beverly Hillbillies. The mountains stood tall, the wind whispered, and the story of the Clampetts continued to ripple outward, a testament to the power of a simple, honest and courageous life, a life lived with love, a life lived with purpose, and a life lived with the enduring strength of a family that stood together. Through all the seasons of life, forever and always, a story that was and always would be, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. Thus, the tale of the family from the hills drew to a close, a tale of hope, a tale of promise, and a tale of the power of a simple, honest, and courageous spirit to change the world. A tale that would continue to inspire, to uplift, and to guide. For as long as there were those who believed in the power of a story that was, and always would be, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies, forever and always, in the quiet, steady rhythm of the mountains they called home. The journey was done, but the impact remained, a quiet, steady light in a world that was often shadowed by the complexities of existence, a light that would continue to shine, to inspire, and to guide, as long as there were those who believed in the power of a simple, honest, and courageous life, a life lived with love, a life lived with purpose, and a life lived with the enduring strength of a family that stood together. Through all the seasons of life, forever and always, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. And so, the story found its rest, in the quiet, steady rhythm of the mountains, a testament to the power of a family that had dared to dream, to stand up for what they believed in, and to live their lives with the simple, honest, and courageous spirit that had defined them from the very beginning. A story that would continue to live on, in the hearts of all who sought to live with purpose, with love, and with the enduring strength of a family that stood together. Through all the seasons of life, forever and always, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. With the legacy firmly rooted, they watched the future unfold. A future they had helped to shape with their own hands and their own hearts, a future that was, in its own way, a testament to the power of the journey they had taken. A journey that had led them from the mountains to the heart of the world, and back to the mountains, changed, enriched, and ready to live their lives, day after day, year after year, in the simple, honest, and courageous spirit that had defined them from the very beginning. The story of the Beverly Hillbillies. The world would continue to turn, and stories would continue to be told. But the story of the Clampetts would remain a beacon, a reminder of the best that we could be, a reminder of the power of a simple, honest, and courageous life, and a reminder that no matter how much the world changed, the truth would always remain the same, that love, honesty, and family were the true measures of a life well lived, and that the greatest adventures were the ones that led us back to the truth of who we were, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. And so, the story found its end, not in a grand finale, but in the gentle, quiet, and beautiful flow of life, a testament to the power of a family that had dared to dream, to stand up for what they believed in, and to live their lives with the simple, honest, and courageous spirit that had defined them from the very beginning, a story that would continue to live on, in the hearts of all who sought to live with purpose, with love, and with the enduring strength of a family that stood together. Through all the seasons of life, forever and always, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. The mountains whispered their story to the wind, and the wind they believed in, and to live their lives with the simple, honest, and courageous spirit that had defined their journey from the very beginning. And so, the story went on, not with a flourish or a grand conclusion, but with the steady, gentle rhythm of a life lived well, a life that continued to ripple outward, touching hearts and changing lives in ways that were both small and profound, a life that was, in its own way, the most beautiful, the most inspiring, and the most enduring story of all. The mountains stood silent and majestic as they always had, watching over the valley and the people who lived within its embrace. The world was vast, and their place in it was but a small part, yet they had learned that every part, no matter how small, was vital. They were the Clampetts, and they had found their way home, not just to the cabin in the mountains, but to the truth of who they were, a truth that would guide them for the rest of their lives. In the heart of the home, the fire burned bright, a symbol of the warmth and the light they had brought into the world. The laughter of children, the quiet conversations of the adults, and the gentle bustle of daily life. It was a symphony of existence, a life lived in harmony with the world and with themselves. They had found the peace that passeth all understanding, the contentment that comes from knowing you have done your part, and the joy of being exactly where you were meant to be. As the years rolled on, the memory of their time in Washington became a tapestry of experiences, each one a thread that added to the richness of their lives. They had seen the high and the low, the complex and the simple, and they had learned that through it all, the most important thing was to remain true to the spirit of their roots. They were the people of the mountains, and they would always carry the mountains within them, wherever they went, whatever they did, and whoever they became. The legacy they left behind was not written in stone, but in the hearts of the people they had touched. It was a legacy of hope, a legacy of kindness, and a legacy of the enduring strength of a family that had dared to believe in the possibility of a better world. It was a legacy that would continue to grow, to flourish, and to inspire, a beacon of light in a world that was often shadowed by the complexities and the challenges of existence. They had found their way, they had made their mark, and they had lived their lives with a grace and a courage that would be remembered long after the last of them had returned to the earth. They were the Clampetts, and they had lived a life that was, in its own way, the most beautiful, the most inspiring, and the most enduring story of all. The story concluded not as a book, but as a life, a testament to the power of the human spirit to transcend the circumstances of its birth and to leave the world a little brighter, a little kinder, and a little more hopeful than it had been before. It was a story that would live on, in the whispers of the wind, in the rustle of the leaves, and in the quiet, steady beats of the hearts of those who believed in the power of goodness, the strength of family, and the enduring beauty of a life lived with purpose. And so, it remained, a simple, honest, and courageous story, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies, a story that was, and always would be, a part of the heart of America, a story of a family that had found its way, and in doing so had helped all of us find our way, a little closer to the truth, a little closer to the light, and a little closer to the peace that we all, in our own way, sought to call our own. The journey was complete, and the memory of the Clampetts became a part of the eternal tapestry of the hills, a story told in the quiet moments when the world seemed to stand still, a story that reminded us all of the importance of living with love, integrity, and the enduring strength of a family that stood together through all the seasons of life, a family that had, in the end, become a part of the very fabric of our dreams. Thus, the tale reached its final, peaceful rest, in the quiet, steady rhythm of the mountains they called home, a testament to the fact that no matter how far one travels, the most important journey is the one that leads us back to ourselves, back to our values, and back to the people who make life worth living, a story that would continue to inspire, for as long as there were those who believed in the power of a simple, honest, and courageous life. And so, they lived, they loved, and they left a mark on the world, a mark that would never be erased, a mark of goodness, of kindness, and of the enduring strength of the human spirit, a story that would continue to live, in the quiet, steady rhythm of the world, forever and always, a story that was, and always would be, a part of the soul of the mountains they called home. With the legacy firmly rooted, they watched the future unfold, a future they had helped to shape with their own hands and their own hearts, a future that was, in its own way, a testament to the power of the journey they had taken, a journey that had led them from the mountains to the heart of the world, and back to the mountains, changed, enriched, and ready to live their lives, day after day, year after year, in the simple, honest, and courageous spirit that had defined them from the very beginning. The world would continue to turn, and stories would continue to be told, but the story of the Clampetts would remain a beacon, a reminder of the best that we could be, a reminder of the power of a simple, honest, and courageous life, and a reminder that no matter how much the world changed, the truth would always remain the same, that love, honesty, and family were the true measures of a life well lived, and that the greatest adventures were the ones that led us back to the truth of who we were. And so, the story found its end, not in a grand finale, but in the gentle, quiet, and beautiful flow of life, a testament to the power of a family that had dared to dream, to stand up for what they believed in, and to live their lives with the simple, honest, and courageous spirit that had defined them from the very beginning, a story that would continue to live on, in the hearts of all who sought to live with purpose, with love, and with the enduring strength of a family that stood together, through all the seasons of life, forever and always. The mountains whispered their story to the wind, and the wind carried it to the ends of the earth, a story of a poor mountaineer who found his way into the heart of the world, and in doing so, helped the world find its way back to the heart of the simple, honest, and courageous life that we all, in our own way, seek to call our own. A story that would forever be a part of the soul of the mountains they called home. A story that was and always would be the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. In the quiet, steady rhythm of the mountains, their story found its rest, a testament to the fact that the journey is the reward, and that the true beauty of life is found in the simple, honest, and courageous moments that we share with those we love. Moments that become the memories that define us, the legacy that guides us, and the story that will continue to live on, in the heart of the world, forever and always, a story that was and always would be the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. As the years passed, the legend of the Clampetts grew, becoming a part of the folklore of the mountains, a story told to children by the fire, a story that inspired generations to strive for a life of integrity, compassion, and purpose. It was a story that transcended time, a story that spoke to the deepest part of the human experience, a story that would always be, in its own way, a part of the heartbeat of the land they called home. The mountains stood tall, the wind whispered, and the story of the Clampetts continued to ripple outward, a testament to the power of a simple, honest and courageous life, a life lived with love, a life lived with purpose, and a life lived with the enduring strength of a family that stood together. Through all the seasons of life, forever and always, a story that was and always would be, the story of the Beverly Hillbillies. Thus, the tale of the family from the hills drew to a close, a tale of hope, a tale of promise, and it. It is important for the Clampetts to see me coming out of the White House. Okay, good luck, honey. Yeah. Jaffa, Federal Bureau of Investigation. Hold it. What is it? What? The president is waiting. What is it? I need to see your identification. You do not recognize me? No. Good. I told you, Edgar, this was a perfect disguise. See you later. Hold it. Look, you are delaying high-level meetings. Now, what do you want? I want to see your pass. My pass? Of course. My pass, but how do you know? I must have left it on the president's desk. I will go get it. Hold it. Now, what is it? I cannot let you in without a pass. Is that your final word? It is. Excellent. You have passed the test with flying colors. Congratulations. Now let me see. Now you are guard number 16. Escape gets a 1 rating. The president will be pleased. Now, do not be surprised if there is a little something extra in your stocking at Christmas. Hold it. Now look, you have proven your efficiency, my good man. Do not press your luck. I may drop you to a B+. Just candy canes and bubble gum in your stocking. Beat it. Beat it. Cavil, 1 word from me and you will be guarding a government igloo in Iceland. I am going to count to 3. If you are not gone, never mind. I think my pigeons have just flown in from the West Coast. Danny, big house the president is got. Nice big yard, too. Lots of room for critters. Reckon he has got a garden and chickens? Likely, I would bet. Well, here is all our stuff. Here you are, Mr. Taxi Driver. Thank you. Now, tell me, what time is the next public tour of the White House? 3 o'clock. Yeah, remember that. I am going to ask questions later. Tell the president I will be there. Mr. Schaefer. Honest, John. Well, bless my soul if it is not the Clampetts. What brings you to Washington, of all places? We are here to see the president. We want to talk to him about the smog problem. We are going to help him get rid of the stuff. What a coincidence. You just appointed me chairman of a very special committee for that purpose. I am ready to give him my money if I just knew how. Another coincidence. Just happens to be the function of my committee. Are you lying? I try to do my humble bit. Shall I make out the check to the president? As a matter of fact, the check should be made payable to my committee. What is that? Citizens Against Smog Horror. That is quite a lot to write. Just use the initials. Fine. Citizens Against Smog Horror. Now, shall I make it for the whole 95 million? No. That might be a bit hard to handle. What do you mean? Well, you see, other public-spirited citizens not as wealthy as you might be embarrassed and not contribute at all. Oh well, we do not want that to happen. I am glad you understand. Give him $5, Jed. Lots of folks got that much. On the other hand, let us not go too far the other way. A little friendly embarrassment never hurt anybody. How about starting with $1 million? Excellent. Just the right amount to get the ball rolling. That is 1, not, not. Boy is got a great head for ciphers, is he not? He is a real knothead. Well, there you are, Mr. Honest John. I hope that primes the pump. Beautiful. The president will be delighted. Are you going to show it to him? At our afternoon meeting. What time is that again, my good man? 3 o'clock. That will be on time. I am a busy man. You must know the president pretty good. pals, buddies. Well, why do you not take us to the meeting with you? We would like to say howdy to him, and he would like to say hi-dee to you. Oh golly. However, the Secret Service requires security clearance. Will that take long? Do you happen to have birth certificates, color photographs, passports, and a complete set of fingerprints with you? Why, no, we are not. Well, I am afraid it will take a while. Meantime, I will put you up at a nice, comfortable hotel. Yeah. Taxi. These are dainty fine accommodations, Mr. Honest John. Well, thank you, Mr. Clampett. Here, let me show you something. Here you have a magnificent view over the entire city of Washington. Well, is not that pretty? Granny, believe me, Mr. Honest John is fixing us up real nice here. Well, it is all right, but it is not like staying at the White House. Sure is not. They got a kitchen over there where a fella can get a snack when he is hungry. Are we not going to get to stay at the White House at all? Ellie Mae, do not pay no attention to him, Mr. Honest John. He is acting awful pushy. Not at all. As soon as I have straightened out the matter of security clearance, I am sure the president and his wife will issue you a formal invitation. Oh boy. Well, you tell them that they are not taking in a family of freeloaders. We will pitch in and help with the housework and the chores. I will make that matter crystal clear to him. We are glad of life to you. Glad to do it. See you later, friends. Shifty. Baby, how did it go? Like $1 million. And here it is. $1 million. Beautiful. I can have us packed in 5 minutes. Wait a minute. Where are we going? Mexico, Venezuela, you name it. Flo, there are 94 more where this came from. Now, do not get greedy. Let us take our $1 million and play it safe. Baby, this is a chance of a lifetime. Think big. I am thinking big. We could get 20 years apiece. Max, I got those hillbillies in the palm of my hand. They are grapes waiting to be picked. How? Well, I got $1 million for smog. I will get $1 million for something else. How? I will think of something. I will sell them the White House. How? You sound like an Indian. That is it. You are going to be an Indian. What? It is beautiful. They will love it. You are the last of the Columbia Indian. And that, dear friends, is why the president is embarrassed to invite you to the White House. You mean he does not even own the house he lives in? Not so much as a stick of furniture belongs to him. That is terrible. No wonder he cannot ask us to stay. I would feel the same way in somebody else's house. Who owns it? The White House stands on Indian ground. No. Yes, this entire area was once occupied by the Columbia Indians. That is why, to this day, it is called the District of Columbia. Well, cannot the government buy it from the Indians? There is only one surviving member of the Columbia tribe, and she refuses to sell. She? Yes, the ancient and noble Princess Sitting Hawk. What noble mean? Proud and defiant woman. Not all the pale-faced pony soldiers can drive her from the land she feels is rightfully hers. Why will she not sell? Sitting Hawk does not trust politicians. She says they speak with forked tongue. Well, cannot the president get her to sell the White House to him? I have been chief executive since Lincoln has tried. Lincoln? How old is she? Well, no one knows for sure, but at least 150. Indians does live a long time. She would not even sell to Lincoln? Well, she likes certain things about him. The fact that he was tall, a simple man, humble, honest. I would say that Lincoln and Teddy Roosevelt have come closest to impressing Princess Sitting Hawk. She favored Teddy, did she? Well, he was a rugged outdoor man. She admired that. She liked his mustache. She called him Chief Hair on the Lip. Them two was the only ones that come close. Huh? Yes, if there only existed a man who combined the qualities of both. Tall, simple, humble, honest, a rugged outdoor man with a mustache. You are describing Jed? One who had never been involved in politics. That is Jed. Who? Jed Clampett. He is sitting right here. Now, Granny. By charge, I think she has got it.
Sooks,
No. Did you hear that? Sux. No. Says everything. He is simple, he is humble, he is honest. He is tall and he has got hair on the lip. He is our man. Forget it. Bob, the presidents are calling you. All the way from Washington. The President of the United States is calling me? Yes, sir, Bob. They are bringing the old fellow to the phone, Mr. Little. Is he not in a straitjacket? Oh, no, he is not dangerous. He just suffers from the delusion that he is worth 95 million. No wonder he is in the funny farm. The whole family. You know, it is wonderful of you to look after them. They are very sweet people. Nothing but sweet. Hurry, Dan, do not keep them waiting. Hey, tell them about my electric car. Hello? 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 Judge Clement speaking. Hello, Mr. Clement. This is the President speaking. Is that sure enough you, Mr. President? Oh yes, make no mistake about that. I am the President. That is him, all right. Now, Mr. Drysdale has told me of your generous and patriotic offer to donate your entire fortune to the fight against air pollution. Yes, sir, it is only 95 million, but you are sure welcome to it. And we will bring it right to you right there in the White House. The whole family. This here is Granny, Mr. President. I will bring you some pickled pawpaws and some hand-slung chickens. Mr. President, this here is Ellie Knight. Would you like a nice little baby possum to play with? My nephew Jethro is not here to say howdy, but he is going to drive us all the way to Washington in his brand new invention, the electric car. No, do not come to Washington. We have got enough people like you here already. You public-spirited citizens, I mean. Well, how do we get the money to you? Well, I am glad you asked me that. I want to make this point very clear. What is the point I want to make very clear? Leave your money in the bank. The Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills, where it will draw maximum interest, a compounded semi-annual. In the care of your wise and friendly banker, Melvin Drysdale. Well, naturally, we will do whatever you say, Mr. President. But the family is going to be awful disappointed. We was hoping to get away to Washington. Oh, no, do not try to get away. You will stay right there and do what the nice man in the white coat tells you. Goodbye. What did he say, Jan? He said he does not want us to come to Washington right now. Well, what are we supposed to do, pal? He says he is going to send a man in a white coat to tell us. Jethro, I just talked to the president, and we will not be driving to Washington in your electric car. Just as well, Uncle Jethro. I never found an extension cord long enough to get us there. Mr. Little, that was a magnificent performance. Thank you. Well, your impersonation of the president was absolutely incredible. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime. Take good care of yourself. Mr. Drysdale, are you not forgetting something? Oh, what is that? My fee. Oh, yes. How much is it? Well, ordinarily, I receive $7,500 for a performance. However, in this case, I will cut it in half. How is $3,750? $3,750 it is. 20, 40. Now, you owe me $2.50. No, that is $3,750. A 5-minute is work. The president does not get that much, and he is the real thing. Excuse me, Chief. These foreclosures are red. Are you not Rich Little, the impressionist? Yes, I am. Oh, Mr. Little, I just love your impression of John Wayne. Huh? Well, thank you very much, Ma am. Now, let me say that if we had girls like you out on the trail, I never would have given my horse a second look. Oh, that is marvelous. Thank you. Hey, and your Ed Sullivan is an absolute classic. Oh, Ed Sullivan? Wonderful. Would you do me a favor there, young sir? Would you come on our show next Sunday night and bring your stuffed giraffe? Yes. I would love to have you. What else are you going to have on the show? A World War I with the original cast. In living color with a surprise ending. Oh, is he not fabulous? He certainly is. It has been a real pleasure. Wait a minute. You are forgetting something again. Oh yes, you will see. What are you charging her for Wayne and Sullivan? Oh, nothing. I will accept the same arrangement. Watch this. Do not leave no milk for a spell. We are going to Washington, Granny. Yeah. Well, you are going to Washington. We are? That is what the message says. Have a good trip. Hey, Uncle Jeff, we are going to Washington. We just got the message. What did you say, boy? We are going to Washington. The fellow in the white coat just brought the message from the president. Well, where is he? Yonder he goes. Is that not the milkman? Being a milkman is what you call a cover. Cover? He is really a secret agent for the government. Is he not? Yeah. I learned all that stuff when I was a double-knot spy. Well, I reckon we best get packing. Should I convert my electric car back to steam? No, I think we better fly. When the president sends for you, you do not want to keep him waiting. Well, if he comes in, will you please ask him to call his office immediately? It is an emergency. Thank you. How do you like it, Miss Holloway? Chief, where have you been? Shopping. Any messages? Oh, just one, but it is a beauty. The Clappers are leaving for Washington. What? They are determined to give their $95 million to the president. We have got to stop them. Get rich little back. You are kidding. Huh? Here is a signed check. He can make it out for any amount he likes. I will get up to the Clappers and delay them until he calls. I made it. They are still here. Clarence. Granny. Ellie Mae. Jethro. There is everybody. Oh, hello, Bessie. Is that for me? How are you? Dear Mr. Drysdale, please feed the critters till we get back. Enjoying your flight? Yes, ma am. Thank you. We are going to Washington to see the president. We are going to give him $95 million. Oh boy, you know the president? Talked to him this morning. I am fetching him a baby possum. And I am taking him a jar of pickled pawpaws and some hand-slung chitlins. We was going in my electric car, but I could not find no 3,000-mile extension cord. That is very interesting. Young lady, how high would you say we are flying? A lot higher than the plane. Weeknights on Hallmark. Watch great stories. I am an angel, and witness the miracles. Touched by an angel. Weeknights at 8 on the Hallmark Channel. Maxine's job is to keep families together. In just a few minutes, you will be one big happy family, including her own. Mom, you have to stop. Stop what? I know you mean well, but you really have to let me grow up. I thought I did that already. Amy Brenneman and Time Daily in Judging Amy. Monday at 9 on Hallmark Channel. The Beverly Hillbilly I Got the Wind. Everybody. We are flying over a right pretty town. That there is Washington, District of Columbia. Anybody see the White House? Appears to be lots of white houses down there. Would you fasten your seatbelts, please? Yes, ma am. We will be landing in a few minutes. You gonna feed us again before we land? I am afraid there is not time. You done had 4 meals and 3 snacks. Why, it makes me hungry. But we are landing now. Landing makes me hungry, too. We go straight to the White House, Paul? I think so, Ellie. The quicker we give our money to the president, the quicker he can commence fighting smog. Sure, I will wheeze him down for supper. I am starving. Jed, if that boy takes his meals at the White House, the president his wife will never get out of the kitchen. I can help with the cooking. No, Ellie, I will do that. You make the beds and do the dusting. And Jethro, you can mow the White House lawn and rake the leaves. Let Ellie do that. The president needs me for my brain. Opu, I will likely be in the East Room or someplace sitting on his cabinet. You keep your feet off the president is furniture. Looks like we made it. The climate is on here. See you at the hotel. Shifty, what if they do not show up? They will be here any minute. I checked their flight. How are you going to get past the guard? I will hand... Miss Hathaway, what are you doing in that uniform? Oh God. If this is your idea of a practical joke, I, for one, do not appreciate it. Or can I imagine Mr. Clampett is amused either? No. I do not see that she is punished, Mr. Clampett. And I think the proper punishment would be to make her carry out that heavy bag of money. Go get it. Now hold on. She is not toting out that money. Well, if you want to forgive her so easily, but keep an eye on her. Any woman who will dress up like that is watching. Hello, Jethro. Howdy, Mr. Drysdale. Hey, get up. I need this money. Uncle Jed does not want you to have it. So I am going to sit here until I think of a way to get rid of the smog. Jethro, that is a problem for a genius to solve. Thank you. I am working on it. Why do you not go out to the kitchen and eat something? Thought I would not eat until I figured out a way to whip the smog. Well, go get a stick and hit it. You are not being any help. Well, neither are you. Get up. Not until I think of an idea. Jethro, get off the money. Here is an armed guard. He will shoot you. Hey, mister. You look like your secretary, Miss Jane. I am, Miss Jane. What are you doing wearing that outfit? It was dark when she dressed this morning. Now get off the money. See, Mr. Clampett is not going to let you take this money. Okay, then you take it. Come on, get out. Forget it. We might just as well go back to the office. Hey, Miss Jane, before you go, just sit down and help me think of an idea on how to get rid of the smog. Jethro, dear boy, the finest minds in the country are working on that problem. Yeah, but I am not getting nowhere. Do not sit there wasting time with that idiot. Now hold on. Just because she is dressed funny does not make her an idiot. Get out from there, both of you. Mr. Drysdale, it is hard to think of brilliant ideas with folks yelling at you. Where does Granny keep her shotgun? I sure hope I can whip that smog problem before I starve to death. Jethro, I am afraid that problem will not be solved until someone invents a replacement for the internal combustion engine. I will do it. I am on it. Hey, what is an internal combustion engine? Well, that is the engine that powers the average automobile. The hope is to convert to steam or electricity. Hey, Mr. Drysdale, what should I put my giant brain to work on first? A steam car or an electric car? Why not a gas turbine? Oh, I am not gonna mess with hats. Just cars. Mr. Drysdale, I done told you this money is staying here. Mr. Drysdale, get off of my money. It is my money. No, it is not. It is mine. Well, it is my sack. All right, I will dump the money out and you can have the sack. Good. Just dump it in that truck out front. It is staying here. But it is not safe here. Why, until you showed up. What? No, it is going back into my vault. Oh, Chief. Do not stand there, Hathaway. Use your gun. That is an excellent idea. Stand back, Mr. Clyburn. I should hate to hit you, you traitor. Mr. Drysdale, get a hold of yourself. I done promised this money to a fellow that is going to get rid of all the smog. Not Jethro. No. This fellow is going to drill a tunnel through the San Bernardino Mountains, put in a great big fan and draw all the smog out of Los Angeles. But that is a preposterous idea. Yeah, we like it too. Mr. Clyburn, the problem of smog is too big to be handled locally. It has to be solved on a national level. Is that a fact? Only the president can get together the brain power and the vast amount of money necessary. Why, this $700,000 is not even a drop in the bucket. Well, how much does the president need? Oh, millions, billions. I will just take this chicken feed back to the bank. I will study on it, Mr. Drysdale. No, give up, Chief. No, hold it, Hathaway. I am not through with you. What now? You are guilty of conduct unbecoming an employee of the Commerce Bank. Oh, big deal. For cowardice in the face of action. For failure to obey a direct order. For treachery and insubordination. You are hereby dishonorably discharged as a guard and reduced to the rank of secretary. Hallelujah. Do not expect a Christmas bonus this year. I have never had a Christmas bonus. Well, do not expect one this year either. Now get the truck. Boy, what have you done to that truck? Looks like the boob has set it on fire. Jethro, what did you do? I converted this rascal to steam. You are looking at the answer to air pollution by automobile. The Jethro Bourdain steam car. I have perfected a clean engine. I am going back inside. I told you that for this clean engine jokes. Uncle Jethro. Honest John is not going to be needing his money no more now that I whipped the smog problem. So I use it to mass produce my steam car. Hold on, boy. According to Mrs. Drydale, only the president himself can handle a small problem. The president of the United States? That is right. He is the only one that can bring together the brains and the money. Well, here stands the whole kit and caboodle. I will hop on my steam car, drive to Washington, pull up in front of the White House, and give him the brains and the money, all in one package. Hold on, boy. What you got there is just a drop in the bucket, and it is not likely enough money either. Talking about the money, Granny. Mr. Drydale says the president is lot will need millions, even billions. I was thinking of giving him all my money. Okay, I will stop by the bank and get the rest of it. Well, Pop, if Jethro goes to Washington, I want to go too. And they are not going without me. I was just coming to that. I think it would be a fine trip for the whole family. I best go leave a note for the milkman. Tell him we are going to Washington. And since you have failed to make your final payment promptly, we are forced to repossess your automobile. Sincerely, your friendly banker, Milburn Drysdale. Chief, you are telling your own brother you are repossessing his car? Well, that is a little cold, is it not? Postscript. Regards to Betty and the babies. Yes, who is it? It is me, Mr. Drysdale. I fetched you back your sack of chicken feed. Oh, bless you, bless you. Quite happy to get it, is he not? No chicken could be happier. I studied on what you said about letting the president fight the small. Wonderful. The cashier tells me that, counting this, I have got right at 95 million in your bank now. Wonderful. So we are going to take it to Washington and give it to the president. Mr. Clampett, you cannot give all your money to the president. Why not? Oh, because it... Miss Hathaway, tell them why not. Why not? Not that way, explain it. Mr. Clampett, it is your money. You may do with it as you wish. Who asked you to butt in? You did. Well, butt out. Now, Mr. Clampett, this will take time. Government red tape, Internal Revenue, Secret Service, White House clearance. Now, I will work it out and call you. Well, I would appreciate it if you would hurry, because we would like to get started. Right away, right away. Oh, and you do not have to give us the 95 million in cash. I reckon the president will take a chance. Well, I will discuss it with him. I will let you know. Miss Hathaway, you have got to help me. If they take their money out of my bank, I am ruined. I have got nothing to live for. Oh, now, Chief, a suicide note that will stop them. Here, take this, Mr. Clampett, because you are withdrawing your money. My death is on your hands. Chief, no. Now, tie that up, pin it to your dress, and throw yourself out the window. Me? They love you. This will teach them a great lesson. Thanks, but no thanks. I promise this is the last favor I will ever ask. Forget it. What? If you are too chicken to throw yourself out the window, I will do it. All right, come over here. I cannot throw you out from there. What? What is all the honking for? Boy, I done come up with an invention that beats steam. Yeah, I see the boiler is going. Yes, sir. Notice how quiet she is? No noise, no smoke. No smoke? She runs on electricity. Well, doggy, I am real proud of you, boy.